What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Clarus.
And this is the Nerdy.
The Wordy.
The Book Club. That's right. Welcome in for Wind and Truth Chapter 43 to Interlude 8. We have successfully read Day 4, but our heroes have successfully done very little.
They're holding out.
They're holding out.
They're holding out.
Adlin is succeeding. Zeph is succeeding.
Yeah. 100%.
Shallan
he has like so many
is
swords
regressing.
now. Yeah.
Shallan is sprinting backwards as fast as she can, trying to become an earlier version of herself in this novel. This is the ongoing adventures of the Stormlight Archive. If you haven't read these books, what are you doing here? But if you have read these books, hi to everyone in the chat.
Hey chat, what's up? How are we doing? Officially,
Sam says they got their copy of the RPG.
Hell
and
yeah.
They're like, God, it's beautiful. Ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. Officially, Sam, you are correct.
Yeah.
Okay, this is just a little low. Let me just... Yeah. My hair is like bouncing in and out of frame. Nope, now it's too high.
Great.
Hi, everybody.
Nailed it.
How we doing? There we...
No, I think you just put it back exactly where it was.
No, it's not. No. Wow, this is just terrible. Here, you come this way. Mm-hmm. That's better. Hi, welcome to Book Club.
Sup?
The icons are about to come. I believe you, Jules. I'm excited. I liked this week reading. I'm making jokes.
Oh yeah. No, it was great.
I'm definitely making jokes, but the reading this week was good. Other than, can we get the one real weird earworm out of the way right at the top of the show?
Great.
Kaladin calling Alethkar cosmopolitan was so strange.
That was a weird one.
You're telling me this man doesn't know the word librarian, but he knows cosmopolitan?
Yes. Apparently.
Come, Brandon.
Yeah.
Brandon.
Yeah. That was a weird one.
B-sand.
And we're gonna put it away and pretend that it didn't happen.
And we're done. Chat, this podcast is the last opportunity for you to go over to our charity drive, Heroes Without Borders 2, over on Tiltify, and enter to win the raffle for the Nintendo Switch 2. We are giving that away tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern on the live stream. So you gotta be there.
Gotta be there.
Or you will be square. That's how it works.
Don't want to be square.
You don't want to be square. You want to be there.
Yeah.
Go. Donate right now. We are over $1,500, or we're at $1,500 now.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
There's going to be a really big matching donation that starts either today or tomorrow, which is very exciting. If you want to wait and donate for when the matching donation starts, totally understand. Mm-hmm. As soon as that matching donation starts, the ability to buy seats at a one-shot in the Stormlight RPG that official ACM says is so gorgeous is going to go live as well. So as soon as Darrington Press sets up their matching donation today, the only reason their matching donation isn't already live, Tiltify, we need to talk about this. The matching donations on Tiltify can only last a week. It's very annoying.
Yeah.
This event is a month long. The matching donation should go as... Nah, it doesn't matter. The point is, if you want to play the Stormlight RPG and you want me to be your dungeon master, that opportunity will be availed to you once the donations begin.
For charity.
For charity.
Charity hype.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. It's guys, it's gonna be a fun one.
It's gonna be a fun event.
The next 6 weeks are gonna be banging.
6 weeks.
Well, 'cause
4 weeks.
Well, there's a break in between, right?
No, 4 weeks total.
Isn't it?
No, it's 4. Today is the 7th and it ends on the 13th.
Oh yeah. That's fair.
Don't add more.
I was like, no, it's been over. It is over a month.
I already have to DM 8 sessions, 32 players.
Yeah.
It's gonna be huge.
Just over a month.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
I know, for those of you who are like, but you said it was going to be 10 sessions. I'm so sorry. Scheduling got weird and I booked a TV show.
Yeah. And also PAX U. There's the,
Yeah.
Just a lot of things.
I need to get them my measurements. Have to do that today.
Yeah, okay. That's
yes. Anyway, Clarus, you've read Day 4.
Day 4.
You've also read book 4.
I've also, yes, correct.
How'd you feel about the reading this week?
It was good. Every week, pretty much every week, as far has been good. I haven't walked away being like, what the fuck was that?
I felt a little weird in day 2.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I said almost.
Yeah.
Day 2 was a little maybe
sexual.
Yeah.
Let's
strange.
talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me.
But I am glad that we went back to the spiritual realm because I was waiting for all that stuff. So
they literally lost the day. They're like, shit.
Yeah. Which, like, honestly, like, fair. There's so many things going on. Doesn't matter.
There are a lot of things going on.
Yeah. I do love that Lift is still impersonating Navani. I'm sad that we haven't seen it yet. But maybe day 5 we'll get some of that.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope we do. Because, Wit, just getting Wit being like, I totally have it covered. Great. Also, weird language. You talk about Wit really quick.
You're gonna go get that?
Yes, because it might be important.
It can't be that important. Great. Oh my god. I swear to God, every time we sit down to record, we keep getting interrupted. We recorded some Severance last night, and like in the middle of it, there just like is like a fucking street cleaner outside the window. It's very loud. Anyways, yeah, no, the book has honestly been a good time. Because we're mostly audiobooking, I can't visually see how far into it we are, which is weird. But I don't mind it. Oh, okay. I was like, what is that? I thought I recognized that voice. Yeah, it does feel weird to kind of not know where we are in the book. I know we're in day 4, right? I know I understand that. However, I don't believe that these days all have the same number of pages, if that makes sense. What was that? What is that? What is that? What the heck is that?
We just got a gift delivered. Do you want to open it?
I don't know. Is this from a realtor?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Does it say our address on it? Actually, I should check.
I don't think so. Here, let me. Yeah. Thank you for trusting us with your real estate needs. We appreciate your business. We got a blanket.
Thank you to the Golfy team.
That's very kind.
It's so soft.
No, it is. It's a very nice blanket. Was not expecting. Is that normal?
I have no idea.
I don't know. For the audio, for the podcast listeners, it's just a white...
It's an embroidered blanket.
It's a branded blanket. It's not even a plain blanket. It's branded with their logo on it.
But the ribbon is also got their... Damn, they've got everything branded.
Which, the ribbon, that's fine. That's whatever. The ribbon doesn't stay in your house on display. But, like, if you have this throw blanket out in your house, you just have, like, the logo on it. Yes, I mean, that is normal.
The logo's on the bottom side.
True. That is true.
So, like, that's not bad.
Yeah. That is so wild.
God, renting is so much better than... Or owning is so much better than renting. People are so much nicer.
Yeah, they gave us a blanket.
The closest I got to, like, a present from a rental was getting told, fuck you, by a landlord.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Yeah. Huh. That's so funny. Well, it's a cute blanket. Honestly, guys, I will say our realtor was fucking great.
Realtor was great.
He was lovely. We went out for dinner afterwards. Like, yeah, he's delightful. And now we have a blanket, I guess. Sure, now we match. We're wearing the same color.
Anyway, Wind and Truth. What were you talking about while I was scaring the Oh, I should tell you. I scared the shit out of the realtor.
Why?
Because she was, like, putting this in, like, a plastic bag because it's raining.
Oh, to leave.
And so she was, like, bent over, and I opened the door, I was like, hello? And she went, ah! She was like, I didn't think you were home. Your house is so dark.
Oh, my God.
And I was like...
Yeah, none of the lights are on right now.
Yeah, why would we have lights on in the living room if we're not in there?
No, I was just saying that I because I'm not reading the physical book, I actually, like, don't know how far in I am. Mm-hmm. Like, percentage-wise.
I mean, it's 10 days and we're through day 4, so...
I know, but I don't think each day has an equal amount of time.
This one felt short.
A little bit, but I think that's because, like, there was more stuff happening.
No, I just mean, like, in terms of the literal numbers of chapters we read. Day two is definitely the longest.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And Bryce posted in the Discord how far into the book we are.
Okay. Yeah, you got it there.
Yeah, so we're almost halfway. That looks at about 40%.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's working out.
Checks out. Also, the red edging is nice. Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah, you said how you felt, right?
Yeah.
I want to add that the book is all over the place. But the good stuff in it really is good. Like the Adlin stuff in this week is so good.
Yeah, with Yana.
And the Kaladin sort of realizing he's not a therapist, but he has enough in No, I'm not making a joke here.
Yeah.
The realizing that he can't be Kaladin's, or he can't be Zeth's therapist, he has to relate to Zeth, was really important this week.
Yeah.
Because Kaladin does not have the training necessary to externalize something for Zeth, but he can personalize the experience.
Yeah.
And that probably will not heal Zeth in 10 days, because nothing could. But it is, without sort of the tools of the trade of therapy, it is the closest I think Kaladin can come to that.
Yeah.
And him sort of realizing that, and then being able to self-actualize his own healing a little bit better because he realizes that for Zeth, and then has this beautiful dance sequence, was really well done.
Yeah.
And so there's just sort of the way in which Kaladin's story was told this week that I thought was great.
Yeah.
On the flip side, I still don't care at all about anything happening in the Shadow Realm. Not the Shadow Realm, the spiritual realm.
Oh, yeah.
In comparison to the Adlin and Catalin story...
Kaladin.
I'm too dyslexic.
That's Catelyn Stark.
In comparison to those, the reveal that the heralds were with them the whole time.
Yeah.
Fine. A pipe pepper guy. Oh shit.
Damn.
What's up? Hi.
Thank you for that super duper chat.
Thank you. Yeah, super duper chat indeed. So glad to be back home in New Bedford listening to you guys. Last Texas weekend was the bomb. As owners of the land property, welcome to the nobility. I'm a dark-eyed renter for now, but I'm working hard to own the land where I grow peppers. Oh, I really hope you accomplish that. That's so sick.
I also love that your username is the Pipe Pepper Guy.
I know. I'm not gonna lie. Your name really fucks with me. Pipe Pepper. I struggle.
Yeah.
I struggle with you.
Hey, you're doing great.
Hey, why I wanna.
Wow, thank you so much for that super chat. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much. That's very generous. The reality of the book for me right now is the world building stuff in the spiritual realm for me is like kind of cool information. You know? But that's kind of it. It's just kind of cool information. But other than Shallan just being a limp noodle of a character right now, the way it sort of stalls out there and is like just them kind of in like visualizing something that we know happened. There wasn't some great reveal in the crossing, other than the heralds were there already.
Yeah, we know that they're all there. And
maybe that becomes the fact that they were there earlier than people previously thought. But the problem for that is I thought the heralds were part of the crossing. So the new information here wasn't that the heralds were there for the crossing for me. It was that I had previously been wrong about what the timeline of the heralds had been.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, okay. I was just wrong before.
Yeah.
But in being wrong before, I was actually right. So this didn't feel like a reveal. I was like, yeah, we know.
I think there's going to be a lot more information here. Like, I don't think that this day was what's important in the spiritual realm.
I agree with that.
Yeah, there's definitely gonna be more. And also just having fucking Ba-Ado Mishram just like fucking staring them down at all times is horrifying.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. It's just the first visions sold me the bill of goods that I was worried they were gonna sell me, which is that I don't. Other than learning things, I don't know how these characters can feel very active in these visions.
Yeah.
They can't make choices. They can't
other
do
than like
things.
fighting Mrays, right?
Well, but and Dalinar Navani won't do. No, I'm not talking about Shallan. Shallan can do that, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking about Dalinar Navani.
They don't even know.
Are in an exposition dump that is designed to be an exposition dump, and the exposition dump here, as interesting as it is, if you just care about the history of Roshar, like on like a textbook level, it is interesting.
Yeah.
But immediately I was like, oh right, these characters cannot do anything here other than just have an experience. It's sort of like they almost become the characters.
They have to find their grandson. They just don't know it yet. Yes, that is yes.
Yeah, no one's worried about him because no one
knows. Navani has like a tickle in her brain.
Yeah.
And that's about it. She's like, oh, someone here, and they're very familiar, but I don't know about that.
I'm just a little worried that Dalinar and Navani are going to turn into the characters that talk to you on theme park rides. You know what I mean? Like that plot, like narratively. That's kind of what they become is like.
Guide on the Jungle Cruise ride.
Yes, they become the tour guides on the Jungle Cruise ride. If there's nothing for them to do other than experience. And I'm a little nervous about that, if I'm being completely honest.
Okay, yeah, fair.
And hopeful that I just want them to feel more active and less like they're like, ooh, oh, look over there. Look at Brandon Sanderson describe this thing. Look at Brandon Sanderson describe this thing.
They don't know what they're doing right now.
Yeah.
And so it's tough for us to like kind of give a shit about what they're doing right now.
And their mission isn't to do anything. Their mission is to go watch home videos.
Well, no, Dalinar's gonna try and take the power of honor, like 100%.
Oh yeah, that might happen. Yeah,
but we're just not quite there yet. We're in the build up for sure. The self-aware fake wit is also wild. Yeah. Oh yes, he's having a rough time right now, and you're like, you are okay, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Bryce says Sanderson does like to show everything he wants you to know. He doesn't like to leave things to your imagination very often, at least not in Stormlight. Yeah, I agree with that. He likes to spell things out, sometimes to the detriment of his own pacing.
Yeah, true.
And sometimes to the detriment of like some of these things should have been spelled out earlier. And
Fair.
This book in some ways feels like it wasn't set up well by Rhythm of War. And I don't think it was set up well by Rhythm of War. I think that the way that this book wants to go is poorly handled, given what Rhythm of War accomplished. And how little what happened in Rhythm of War seems to matter to this book.
Yeah, those two books don't feel like one in the same series in a lot of ways. And tonally, we've talked about it several times now, so, we don't need to, like, go into it again. But tonally, they feel different. And I think structure-wise, they're incredibly different. It's just kind of the same world and the same characters, but a lot of the nuance internally in the books feels different.
Well, but even just Adolin finding out this massive information about the Spren, and then not telling anyone. And
wait, sorry, what are you talking about?
The We Chose moment. It's this like climactic thing in book 4. It feels like it should be this massive. Sort of same with the colonization thing from book 2, right? Or book 3. It's this massive thing, and Adolin has not told anyone.
Yeah.
Adolin hasn't thought about it. It hasn't mattered.
Yeah.
It doesn't relate to anything going on.
Yeah.
We just kind of move on to what honestly feels more. This book feels more like a sequel to Oathbringer. Weirdly. The colonization stuff is starting to like peek through a little bit more in the like political divide. Yeah. Like there's weird ways in which this book ties more into events in Oathbringer and the events of Rhythm of War. Even Kaladin has kind of been like, oh yeah, Tef died. But Kaladin is like, it's been 4 days since Tef died.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I would still be inconsolably sad about that. And Kaladin feels like he's moved on from Teft so hard, other than the one time where he's like, yeah, good sergeant's voice is still in your head. Mm-hmm. The book needed Kaladin to become Zet's therapist so fast that we needed to skip over the fact that Kaladin probably needed a therapist.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I feel about that. Like, it doesn't feel like the events of Rhythm of War have had that lasting an impact on this world.
Yeah, everybody says, okay, Moash was inconsolably sad for a minute. Yeah, we'll get to that. We reacted to that interlude.
And I like the manipulation of Moash. I like that. No, I have no criticisms of that. I think that having Moash have like investiture sight is interesting. So I don't really have a problem there. Him being manipulated again is interesting.
Hate his character.
Oh yeah, he's a villain, right?
Yeah.
He's a true villain, but
fucking hate that guy. I don't think we've seen Adolin or Shallan tell anyone on page about the sacrifice of this friend. That doesn't seem to be information that they have shared. So.
Yeah. Let's start with the chapters here. We're on 43. I'm in the wrong place in my notes. Chapter 43, The Origin of Songs. We get Dalinar in the spiritual realm, and it is like floating in a weird soup, and then he uses his little stone, and he finds himself in a vision. And he can't use his bondsmithing powers.
Yeah.
Which
no perpendicularities.
Feels bad, man.
Yeah, that's gonna be rough.
Yeah.
Yep.
I still don't really understand what the rules are in terms of powers here, because it does seem like Shallan's work.
Sorry, what? Oh, Shallan's powers?
Yeah.
What?
And so,
like what?
What do you mean?
What powers work?
Light weaving?
Oh, yeah.
They light weave the faces so that they can't see.
Well,
and Mraize and Yaddle also have light weave faces.
Yeah, Dalinar hasn't tried to do the like stone stuff. He just can't open up a perpendicularity.
Yeah, but his stone stuff is talking to the stone of Roshar, but this stone isn't real. Although I guess...
But the the problem with opening up a perpendicularity in the spiritual realm is that the perpendicularity opens up like a connection to the spiritual realm, and you would just be connecting to the place that you're already in, and therefore it's redundant. It doesn't matter.
That's assuming that perpendicularities only go one way, but we don't know that that's true, right?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't work, so...
Yeah, bridges have two ends, right?
Is it a bridge? I don't know. It feels like Stormlight funnels in. Nothing goes through the perpendicularity.
Well, we don't know that.
We've never seen it happen, so...
Well, but we don't know... I don't think that we have any information where we can say that. Right? Like, the opening to...
I mean, sure, but with that logic, I mean, you could make assumptions about anything that hasn't been specified.
Sure, but in this case, it is specifically opening a connection between 2 points. To say that that connection is one way based on the information we have, I think, is unfair. Or is making an assumption that we do not know to be true. Like, if something can come through one way... The more natural assumption is that things can go both ways.
Sure, but like
until
it's not
otherwise.
Like a door that's opened. It's like a fucking like water spout. You know what I mean? Like Stormlight just comes out of the perpendicularity.
No, they open it up and they see into the spiritual realm for a moment.
Yeah.
When it's opened, so
it's like a hose.
If I don't know, I agree with you on that.
All right.
So, he is like, oh my god, I lost today. And then sees some Siggers. They're trying to get their chulls back from some thieves.
Oh,
It's basically the Wild West.
Yeah.
Dalinar's the new sheriff in these here parts. And Dalinar realizes that he can use thought to connect to people. And so he brings Navani into the vision. Mm-hmm. And they kind of talk with people about honor. And he's like... what do you think about honor, our god?
Yeah.
And the guy's like, he's our god. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely a funny moment where Dalinar's like, see, sometimes you just have to be blunt and you get information. Then she's like, yeah, and then sometimes it completely closes off getting more information. They're just very funny. They have very different approaches to situations.
Yeah, the problem is that Navani's approach, the subtle, the considerate, generally involves having information so that you can choose how to be subtle about something. But
gotta start somewhere.
For this situation, they don't have enough information to be subtle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't have enough connection to these people culturally. They know Parshmen, they know singers, they know listeners, 7,000 years from now or whatever. But they do not have any way of knowing what subtle is at this time, particularly because of the rhythms element of it, which they're not speaking with any rhythms here, which is very interesting. And so, but they don't get called out on that. And so, yeah, her idea of like, well, we just have to be subtle. Like, what do you mean subtle? What is subtle in this situation, given... And so I 100% agree with Dalinar. It's a vision. None of this shit's real. Yeah. You can relive it. Like, we already know that you can go into visions more than once. It's not like they're blocked off from access after you've seen them one time.
Well, we don't know how things work in the spiritual realm.
Okay.
I just mean, they don't even know how they got here, really. They, have the rock.
I am just saying that in these series, we have seen these characters relive visions they've already been to. Yeah. We already know that's possible. Yeah. We just know that's possible. It is... Whether or not they can do it, I don't know. But it is possible.
Yeah. They are also on a time crunch. So Dalinar being like, I'm going to be blunt and just get some information seems to be the right course of action.
They are and they aren't, though. Right? Time, because of the way time moves, they are on a time crunch in that they have a set amount of real world time. But even in this, when he's looking at his watch, it's like time on Earth or on Roshar is moving slower than here. Yeah. And so I think the more dangerous thing right now is the time between visions. Because while they're in visions, it doesn't seem that bad.
No, but while he was kind of just floating around, he lost a whole day, right?
That's why I'm saying, if they can keep to the visions, I think they'll be in better shape. Yeah. Yeah. And so the wind shows up and is like, hey, just want you to know, Zeth Kaladin made it to Shinovar.
Hell yeah.
They interestingly call I found it interesting that the wind calls Kaladin the the wind calls Kaladin the soldier.
Really? I thought that's kind of been his whole thing. He's been the soldier.
But he hasn't been for a while. And I find it fascinating that is how the wind personifies him. Well, no, I would argue he hasn't truly been the soldier since the beginning of Rhythm of War, right?
Well, no, the beginning of Rhythm of War, he does become the surgeon, but then he fights for the second half of the book, right? He's sneaking around, doing the fighting, trying to protect the tower. He's really only not been the soldier for 4 days.
I understand that. I find it interesting that the wind personifies him as that. That that's how this God views him, given the way he has somewhat let go of that. Yeah. And I don't know, it hit my ear in an interesting way. I understand another human being personifying Kaladin as the soldier. Yeah.
I think maybe it's because the wind literally saw him training as a kid and being excited to learn how to use the spear. Yeah. That would be my guess.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. The way in which this god seems to want him to be a warrior that I don't think is anymore is... I wonder if there's going to be tension there by the end of the book of the wind needing him to be a soldier for the wind, and that just isn't who he is anymore. Yeah. Right? That is who he's grown out of, and it's going to be important later that the wind needs him to be that, and he isn't.
Yeah, maybe.
So, a fiery portal opens up in space, and that's the end of the chapter.
Yep, chapter 44, A Semblance of Reality, which is also just Shallan floating around in the spiritual realm. And she gets to a room with a bunch of toys in it that she doesn't recognize. Because it is Renarin's room? Right? Yeah. Yeah, this is Renarin's room. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it means about the colors kind of melting away and bleeding off of the toys. That seems... I feel like it wouldn't be mentioned if it wasn't relevant, but I have no idea what that means.
Oh, I think it's just that this isn't like a real vision. Like this is being created in their mind. And so it's just not as... I don't think it's as connected because it's not a vision of the past. Because it is like trying to recreate a place in your memory. You don't because you can't visualize. But when you try and when I try and visualize a memory of a place, it's not perfect in my head. I can't recreate the lines and angles. And so sometimes as the thing I'm focusing on in my own memory of a location, if I focus on like that wall, I can picture the wall, but there's almost like a misty haziness of everything else around it. And so that's what I got out of this, was that this isn't a vision of a time and place. This is a recreation of a place from memory. Yeah. And so things are just a little bit smeared.
Yeah, for sure. So Gliss and Toomey are like, hey, so we gotta be real on the down low, because otherwise we're gonna get killed. Both Odium and Honor would come fuck us
And honestly,
up.
Probably Cultivation too. You know what I mean? Why not?
Yeah, probably.
Just go for the trifecta.
Yeah, the gods don't like us because we have chosen. And so we just gotta be a little secretive.
I do like
don't do anything crazy.
They've got a full team.
Oh yeah.
2 humans, listener, and 4 Sprent.
Yeah.
They're a fucking strike force up in here. They should win this fight, man.
Well, Renarin is not much of a fighter, and I don't really know how much Testament can do.
I don't know. Testament's got that dog in her. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
And so, we have to keep hiding from Odium and Honor. I think we have to keep hiding from Yaddle and Mraize, personally. But they're going to go after Yaddle and Mraize. And the crux of this chapter is basically that they are all like, we're all comfortable with murder, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
We all gotta do what's gotta be done.
And Shallan, you're good to do the murdering, right? And she's like, 100%, I will not freeze. I'll just let Radiant take over and we'll be in and out of here. Good to
go, yeah.
First time we run into them.
Yeah.
And that's how it plays out. Mm-hmm. Shallan is immediately great. Once more. Chapter 45, Self-Mastery and Control. We're with Kaladin and that team, and we go to a monastery, and we find out that it has been built up around. We now have this fortified location somewhere in Shinovar. And as they go to the walls, they're let in immediately because people find it very weird that they're out during the day.
Well, this place seems like normal. It doesn't have the weird shadowy darkness around the other one. And it turns out that this is kind of like a safe point where people have been congregating because of the attacks from other people in Shinovar. They're fighting one another, or the ground is fucking swallowing them whole.
Yeah.
So this has been their kind of what do you call that? Safe haven.
Yeah.
In the middle of hell, basically. The ground might just take you. It might just be like that one.
Sometimes the ground do that.
That is true. Yeah. Have you seen The Neverending Story?
Unfortunately, I have. That movie is not good.
It's incredible, okay?
It is, okay. You can say it's nostalgic. It's not good. When he looks in the camera at the end of that movie, or when she does, that fourth wall break is insane.
No, because it's you. You're the one reading the story. You're part of it.
No, I get it. I do. I promise you I understand. It's not a good film. It's nonsense.
Well, every story is nonsense.
No.
Yeah, it's just
Are you
shit
saying
that's made
that
up.
Wind and Truth is nonsense?
Yeah, it's just made up shit.
Wow. You heard it here first. Brandon Sanderson, nonsensical made up shit, according to Claris Polaris.
Yeah, any fantasy story is just made up shit.
James R says sinkholes are one of my top 5 fears.
Fair. Yeah, no, that shit's terrifying.
Well, don't move to Texas. Or Iran.
Yeah. It's a wild world out there. The ground might just decide to gobble you up.
Well, we're pumping too much water out of the ground. And people... I don't know why people think that that's not going to have a downstream effect. But it is.
They just want to go la 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 la.
But it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in Texas where the water level is right under me. James Ross, I'm wishing you luck.
You got this.
So they are like, this is weird. And Zeth is, they have a conversation about pain, and Kaladin is like, you've got to have warrior thoughts to fight your bad thoughts.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, a good idea.
It is. It works.
But at the same time, I also find it very funny to be like, yeah, you just have to prepare the warriors of your mind to fight your depression.
Yeah, I mean, he's using it, he's putting it into terms that are more, like, familiar to both Kaladin and Zeth, but it's like...
100%.
It's you know, it's basically like a spin on, like, positive affirmations or, like, a mantra of some kind, where you just, like, there's a thing that you have practiced saying that you know you should say, and you eventually, hopefully, start to believe it. It's, like, a lot of people, like, use it in, like, body positivity as well.
I think that you've clocked into why I find it funny.
Why?
Which is that it's just positive thoughts, but because they're men, they call them warrior thoughts. It's like the Andrew Tate version of, like, we don't need therapy.
Well,
we have to use warrior thoughts so that we can keep our alpha mindset.
No, it's not that they're
That's why
dudes.
That's why I think it's funny.
No,
it's two men trying to frame therapy as, we need warrior thoughts so that we can be the alpha wolf in every situation.
It's like how they brand shampoo that's like darker for men so that they feel less feminine using it.
All of the Old Spice flavors are Kaladin approved.
Yeah.
Wolfthorn, Dragon Breath, Bear Tail.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think that's fair. I think, obviously, in this situation, it is meant to be more of a, like, they are soldiers.
Yeah.
Not that they are men, but that is very funny.
But that is why I find it funny, is because it is like, you can't have beta thoughts, you have to have warrior thoughts.
No baby bitch thoughts over here.
In the book,
and I
it's
don't
great.
mean that hole over there. I mean, like, brain thoughts.
This is only funny to me, like, meta-contextually.
Yeah.
It's not funny in the book, and it is nice, and I do like the way that Zeth uses them later, so I don't want you to think that I'm saying that this is a negative about the book at all.
No, that is very funny.
Just reading it, Kaladin was like, you've got to have warrior thoughts, and I was like, why do I find this so funny?
Yeah. No, that's great.
You've got to have boy thoughts.
Yeah.
You've got to get those girl thoughts out of there, Zeth. Warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so Zeth is talking with his spren in the same chapter.
Who is a little bitch.
Who is a little bitch.
Little bitch thoughts.
Confirm little bitch. Beautiful.
Yeah. Sure.
Beautiful design.
Oh, God. Yeah.
The high spren...
Look cool.
Is this where we want to have the conversation about how I really don't understand what a high spren is?
No, we can get to that.
People in the Discord were like, it's the heavens. Like,
what?
It's what's on high.
Like, it's like the Tranquiline Halls?
Well, but see, that's where it gets weird, right? Like, people were like, no, like, it's like the sky. Like, what's up high?
A high. So they call the sky high, then?
I don't.
Why would it be a high spren?
Get it? Because they
space.
don't
It's
have...
a space spren. It's because it's like stars. It's like the galaxy. So it's like a space
But
spren.
their religion isn't tied to the heavens in that way.
What?
Like, their religion isn't tied to the concept of heaven being up there.
No,
you know what I
but
mean?
it's like the heavens as in not heaven as a place, like the heavens as being like above and beyond your world.
Right, we have that. I don't think they have that.
I don't know.
I don't get what their purpose is in human thought. Like, I don't know what the thoughts we have are that created them. I understand how, like, humans manufactured honor, and so there are honor spren. I understand how we manufactured the thoughts of, like, rock spren. I can we personify rocks, right? Kids have pet rocks. The high spread, it's really complicated to me, and it just, because of that, I don't really understand what they are beyond being like uppity little bitches.
I think that it would make more sense to me if any of our characters had ever referred to the sky as the heavens. But I actually don't know that that's happened.
Because they don't have heaven.
No, not that I remember, because my memory is
they've never used the word heaven, because heaven doesn't exist in the Cosmere.
Yeah, that's yeah. So it's just weird that it's, I don't know, high spread? Like, I don't know how they got that name. Or unless the spread named themselves.
Code Monkey 76 says high spren, obedience to the highest law's ideals, could be called obedience spren as well.
Well, that's completely different. What does that have to do with like the starry sky?
Yeah. Maybe it's like the fires of heaven from Wheel of Time. You mean pubes? Ginger pubes?
The bush.
When I found out that the fires of heavens meant ginger pubes, I
mean, I don't know if that is what Robert Jordan intended it to mean.
What else would it be? The fires of heaven was her crotch. She's a fire crotch. It's literally the fire crotch where fucking Randall Thor feels his orgasm for the first time.
Well, he's also a ginger, so maybe it's his crotch. Just saying. It's
still ginger pubes, either way. No, because her vagina was the heaven part.
Oh,
so
sure.
The fires of heaven are the pubes on her vagina.
Great.
It's the most insane book title in the world.
Probably. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you cannot call ginger pubes the fires of heaven. It's just weird.
Well, Robert Jordan did it. So what are you going to do?
I know.
What are you going to do about it?
I know. And the book before called The Shadow Rising.
Uh-huh.
We're just, like, titling out a weird porn series.
Well, no. We know what The Shadow Rising is.
I know, but it could just be, like, fucking Perrin's cock.
Just getting higher and higher. Just rising.
And then he cucks Rand in The Fires of Heaven.
No, that's the TV show.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know. The concept of high spread, I understand why they're here. I understand the purpose, but why they're tied to the night sky visually doesn't actually make sense to me. Here's what's interesting. The high spread being tied to the night sky makes sense to me in our world.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me in Roshar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, everything we've learned about the religions of Roshar does not seem to tie godliness to the night sky. Mm-hmm. If anything, it seems tied more towards the storm or towards growth, because these are gods that actually exist and people interact with, right? And they're so it's fascinating to me what how the high spread exist, how they behave, and then how they're visualized all seem like three separate things. Mm-hmm. Because they don't seem to be adherent to anything, but they expect adherence to an ideal.
Yeah. The whole high spren concept, I really feel like I do not understand.
Because if the high spren were actually themselves adherent to laws and ideals, as opposed to just expecting it of their radiance, mm-hmm. then they wouldn't be able to work with the Odium, mm-hmm. because Odium's trying to violate laws.
Yeah. Chris Pilkington, the honor spren are glowing human shapes because honor is the human god. And the cryptics have symbols because they are literally cryptic. Like, it's a cryptic pattern.
They're literally patterns.
Yeah, that's why. Those make sense.
Yeah, the honor spren all appear as mostly soldiers, right? Mostly like dignified military dress.
Well, they can wear whatever the fuck that they want, but honor is the god of the humans, and so therefore, like, the honor spren manifests as looking like people.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Those make perfect sense to me.
Yeah, I find that high spren very. I don't know. They're the most baffling spren we've met. In that I just don't really understand how they function in this world.
Yeah.
And it's not, I'm sure we're going to learn more about them now that we're actually spending time with someone who has one and that high spren is talking. I also think that Zeth's spren might just not be good at it.
Yeah.
Like, even Zeth is starting to be like, oh, I don't think my Spren is good at this.
Yeah.
And so that's an interesting sort of wrinkle of like, I might just be judging the high Spren based on this Spren, who I don't think is actually... we might meet other high Spren and be like, oh, these Spren make sense. Zeth just got a rookie lunatic who's just an asshole.
Yeah, maybe.
But I think that you can believe in the law without being a dick.
Yeah.
But the high Spren that we've met don't make me think that that is very true.
Yeah, because we've really met one. Like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we follow Zeth. Zeth is looking around, and he's like, I need to figure out why these people aren't... Oh, there's no darkness here. It's important. This town has no, like, shadowiness over it.
Yes.
And
yes,
so
we did mention that, yeah.
Zeth goes to the monastery, and the people follow, and they're like, what are you going to do, bud? And so he goes up, and he uses division to open a wall, or a roof.
The roof, yeah.
Yeah, he opens something.
Yeah.
And he goes in, and he finds the corpse of Civi daughter Civi, and Civi daughter Civi did not allow the
Unmade
to have control here.
Yeah.
And so because she died and did not give over, the people of this town are safe.
Yeah.
And Civi daughter Civi, we'd never met you, but you're a fucking hero. Holy
pour
shit.
one out for a real one.
I'm not...
You know?
Here, I'm going to pour one out. But, like, we're inside, so... For a real one.
Cheers. Yeah. Uh-huh.
So...
Yeah.
Civi daughter Civi saved these people, and it does mean that in the coming fights, all of these honor bearers did give over to the Unmade, and that's why the people are in danger. And, you know, as much as this feels sort of like Brandon Sanderson played a Dark Souls game and then was like, oh, I'm going to do that, where we just have to go fight different like, just boss battles only.
Yeah.
It does feel like a video game plot a little bit, but it is really helped by how deeply Zeth feels his connection to these people, even though he left them.
Yeah.
And that, because I was a little worried Zeth was going to bring in so much anger at his people for making him truthless.
Yeah.
That he was going to be mad at everyone.
Yeah, when they first talked about, like, justice or whatever on all of the people, I was like...
The cleansing of Shinobu.
Literally, I was like, are we going full genocide here? I don't know.
But the way in which Zeth is able to differentiate between the common people and the people who are responsible for his banishment is great.
Yeah.
And has led to Zeth being a hero consistently in the eyes of people in a way that he can't
come to terms with.
Yeah. And that's been really... I'm enjoying that quite a bit.
Yeah.
I think that there's a real depth to the handling of Zeth being uncomfortable with the fact that his mission to save these people saves them.
Yeah.
And so he takes the sword. I'm a little bit worried that taking the sword is going to have some kind of effect here.
Well, he's got so many swords to carry. Like, literally, like, how do you even, like, strap all those on? Like, even, like, Zoro's got 3.
Most people only wear one
many.
strap on.
Well, most people...
Yeah. Although they do
don't
make
know
the
how
double-headed
dragons
ones.
work. Yeah.
Anyway, and so Zeth tells everyone, like, hey, shit's bad. I'm going to go fight everyone. Bye.
Pretty much, yeah.
Chapter 46, Alashwa. I don't know why this chapter is called Alashwa. It never came up. Most of the chapter names I understand. This chapter was like Alashwa, and because we reacted to this, and I was like, oh, what does that mean? And then I don't think the word is ever said in the chapter.
No.
I was like, all right. Maybe it was someone's name?
Well, it kind of sounds like Shalash, but that's not helpful.
Oh, is her real name Alashwa?
Maybe that, yeah. Maybe her name has, like, morphed from Alashwa to Ash to Shalash over time. Yeah, I don't know. I was very confused. But yeah, the portal opens from Ashen to Roshar, and they just watch the whole thing burning on the other side. It's pretty fucking crazy. Some birds fly through.
Division!
Yeah, it seems like it, honestly. There's no Spren around the humans that are there. Navani's like, that's super weird. There should be Spren everywhere.
They're not used to them yet.
They're, like, feeling very many feels. They see Wit come through as well. a bunch of the heralds. They try to get answers from Wit, but Wit is a weird, self-aware, amorphous Wit that is not helpful. And he's like, yeah, Wit fucked up.
Chad is just telling us that Alashwa is the old name for Ashen.
Oh, okay.
That's what they called the planet before they burned it.
Oh, sure. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
That's dark. To be like, hey, we burned that planet so hard, we literally need to change its name to just Ash.
Guess so.
Dark. And so, yeah, Wit is...
Wit has an existential crisis.
Aware of the fact that it is a vision version of Wit.
Yeah.
Which...
Yeah, that sounds honestly like a nightmare.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Chapter...
I feel like Wit should have warned them better.
About what?
I don't know. Maybe Wit's never been... Maybe Wit wouldn't have expected this.
I don't know if Wit's ever talked to Wit in Wit's memories. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That seems like incredibly difficult.
Yeah, because they were just... Part of this vision... Because this vision is... Oh, you know what? You know why I feel weird about this? It's actually fine. This vision not having anything for them in it is intentional. Mm-hmm. This is the one Wit sent them to as a test, right? And so... Yeah. They were just supposed to see if they could come here.
Yeah, if they could anchor to a specific vision.
Yeah. Hopefully upcoming visions don't have that sort of problem. Because all of the information in this vision, Wit could have just told them. So there wasn't going to be anything truly, like, interesting here. Yeah. Because if there was anything super relevant, Wit would have already
This was literally meant to be a test.
That's
just to
fair.
See if they could connect directly with, like, an item. Yeah. And it worked, at least. Chapter 47 is Failure Points, which is back over with Adolin. He's fighting the singers. Unfortunately, the singers...
He's fighting the singers, like... Crazy, man. Yeah.
Unfortunately, the singers have taken the debris that was like sprinkled all over the inside of the dome and constructed a fort.
How did they do that, Clarence? Do you wanna explain it?
Well, so they lost the one soulcaster they had, the humans anyways. That soulcaster got captured by the enemy, and they have now soulcast their shit into bronze.
Yeah, they use their shit as mortar.
Probably. He says probably.
Although, here's what I will say. In defense of this as a plan, soulcast shit wouldn't smell.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So it would suck until you soulcasted it, and then it would be fine.
In a military situation...
As long as you have good ventilation, you're good.
In a military situation where you don't have, like... because, you know, there have been times throughout history where, in war... dealing with the army's excrement has been a problem. Yeah. In that, like, trench warfare or places where, like, what do we do with the shit? How do we get it out of here? Yeah. Because just living in your own shit is dangerous. Yep. Using a soulcaster to essentially get rid of that problem is, they're genuine, like, really...
Soulcasters literally change warfare entirely because you can get food... without having to have supply lines. Yeah. And you don't have to deal with waste and sickness and spreading. Yes, disease spreading through the camp. I mean, now there could still be like no, they don't have the common cold. Wit said that. I mean, yeah, I don't know. They could still maybe have some kind of disease that goes through that's not spread through waste, that's spread through like spit, cough, like whatever. There's like it's like spread aerosol.
Do you think that they don't have the problem we have of people going to work sick? Because if you are sick, there's sick spren, and people are like, don't come in, you have sick spren with you.
I don't know if there are sick spren. We've seen rot spren.
Yeah, I feel like there would be some kind of...
There should be phlegm spren. No, they don't have the cold.
There's no illnesses in this world, which is
not that we've seen. The only sickness we've seen is like the soulcaster starting to turn into the thing that they're soulcasting, but that's like specifically magical. Yeah. Yeah.
It's commented that the Alethi and the war camps did the same in World. Yeah, they do soulcast the poop in that. Yeah. Someone, Kobanki brings up touching the shit. I understand what you're saying, but like once you touch it, even the shit on your finger would turn to bronze. So like it doesn't really like I don't know. I just don't think it's that gross.
Yeah, put on gloves, like then throw away the gloves.
No, I don't. I think you have to have your hand exposed. You would have to actually touch the shit.
Oh, I guess, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Just
I don't know. I don't
pour some wine over it.
Actually, I don't know if you actually have to touch it.
Oh no, you don't, because Yasna didn't have to touch those guys. So.
Although Yasna is more powerful than the average person, so maybe like an average soulcaster would have to touch it. But I don't know. Right. If that was my job, I don't think it would bother me all that much.
Yeah.
But I've Although I wouldn't want to touch vomit. Weirdly, I would rather touch shit than vomit.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, vomit's a line for me. I won't clean up another person's vomit. I would clean up yours, but like you're not.
No, I can't. Here's the thing. I don't think I could let you clean up my vomit because I would know how like horrific.
Yeah. I would have to do my own.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, no.
Yeah,
unless I was like literally like incapacitated, right? If I'm knocked the fuck out or literally can't move, then I don't know.
I would do it if I had to. Yeah,
but
I did almost quit a restaurant job because they asked me to clean up someone's vomit.
Yeah,
and I was like, no.
Yeah,
I will just leave, and they were like, well, no, okay, so we'll find someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so Adolin is fighting in Aesir.
The fort has been turned into bronze inside because they light it on fire and it doesn't burn, and they're like, great.
Yeah.
So they need to figure out a way to deal with that. Adolin also sends off someone to check on the laws, the Alethi laws about capturing the city, because if they hold a fort inside of the city, like what is considered a fort, like what is considered holding the city, like if
they have to capture the city. His question isn't what happens if there's a fort in the city. His question is what exactly does it mean to capture the city?
Yes, because having a fort could be potentially because of what they are trying to do, it could like sway in the favor of the singers in terms of that contract.
I don't think a single fort on one plateau would not mean capture.
But it's like the center of the city, you know?
No, but what Adolin is, I think, trying to get at is, what do we have to hold?
What?
Because I think that they're going to break through. What Adolin is saying is like, they're going to take this platform at some point. We're not going to be able to hold this platform. What is the capital of, what is the actual thing that we have to protect here? That would be the capture point.
What if in Aasimar, the Prime is the capital of the city?
Yeah, that would make sense.
And Adolin is encouraging Yanagan to like be at the battlefields, and he's gonna get captured. Like, what if that's why they lost the city?
I mean, I can't imagine they're gonna let him actually fight.
No, they're not. But like, they have people who fucking fly.
Oh,
they captured the Soulcaster. Granted, that's
that
a bit different. But I wonder if Adolin, like, encouraging Yanagan to have some sense of independence is actually going to be what loses Aasimar. Or what maybe loses Aasimar and they get him back, or something like that.
That would be weird, just legally, because then between primes, because there's a process between primes, does Aasimar not exist?
Maybe it just belongs to the people in that regard. I don't know. But I do think that it is very important to check on those laws.
I don't know. That's tough.
Because capturing the monarch of a city is kind. Is kind, or of a country is.
Yeah, of an empire.
Seems like a loophole.
Well, in this case, it's important. Aasimar is the most important one, right? Because Aasimar is the one country in this deal where you get 7 countries, I think, or whatever, if you take Aasimar.
Oh, yes. But
you get Emul, and you get Takar, and you get all of the Azish empirical, like, outliers.
Yeah.
And so, Thalena is also important because Thalen's important, but there are a lot of countries that are not in Aasimar that just fall to the dark side if Aasimar falls, which is so,
Yeah.
Empires are bad. What?
Yeah.
Empires aren't a good thing? That's crazy.
Yeah. Have you watched Star Wars?
But it would be like, Canada falls to Odium because we're in the Commonwealth. Would be crazy. Canadians would be like, fuck that. No.
Yeah.
Why don't we get to fight for our own thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, Adolin Scribe is like, go to bed. Please?
This was great.
Go to bed, please.
This is great.
Go to bed. Go to bed, please. Like, she's like,
And Kolot's like, you gotta listen.
You gotta listen to her.
You elevated her.
And then she's like,
today.
You too. You go to bed. You also go to bed. And he's like, well, okay, I'll go after. Jesus Christ.
But specifically Kolat's argument being, hey, you just gave her this job. Are you really going to defy her immediately? That'd be so mean.
What a bad example you are setting for your scribe. That's just
You gotta build her up. You can't just immediately say no. And he's like, yeah, I'll go to bed. Which is just good strategy. You gotta go to bed.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't stay up the whole time. Because then you get someone killed and you lose your shard plate.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Especially because they have such a strong regimented passing of the shard plate system in place.
Yeah.
Get some fucking sleep, bud.
Yeah, it's very important. We jump over to Sigzil, who has a strategy about the plateaus. Now, this fucking drove me up the wall. Because Narok conquered a bunch of the plateaus, they're basically Narok 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
No, isn't it Narok Prime?
Sure.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10?
Sure.
Why did that drive you crazy?
Why bother with the Narok part? That's so much longer. Just be like, it's 1, I guess. Like that's so uncreative. Like, yeah, we're gonna capture all these plateaus and we're just gonna number them. I don't know.
I don't see any issue with it.
I feel like numbers don't stick well in my brain. If a plateau is named something, I'm more likely to remember that name than it just being in which order number it is, you know?
I think for me, it's a size thing. If you have 500 people living on each plateau, numbers are fine. If you have 10,000 people living on each plateau, you need more names.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't have a problem with the plateau numbers because I don't view them as being that large.
Yeah.
But if they're massive, then... But, like, if you can see them all from one tower and point at them, then you can number them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Anyways, Sigzil has a great plan. He's like, hey, guys, we don't actually have enough to...
Wait, I have the metaphor for this.
Okay.
When I'm downtown in Calgary,
yeah,
I don't mind that every street is just a number. But once you get outside of downtown, they have names because it's too far away from downtown.
Sure.
You know what I mean? When you're downtown, it's like, that's first, second, third, fourth, fifth. I can see them, I get it. But then once you get to fucking McLeod Trail, you're like, I need names from here on out because I don't want to go to 197th Street. Although in New York, I lived on 187th Street. So.
Yeah, I was like, New York just went only numbers.
But those are direct, because they're straight. I don't know how to explain it. Numbers, if it's numbers, they have to be laid out in a way where numbers make sense.
Yeah.
But if they're not laid out in a way where numbers make sense, Manhattan street names, yes, but Manhattan, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's straight up. And if you look down 7th Avenue, you can see all those streets in a fucking line. There's a great bridge at Columbia where you can stand on the bridge and stand in the direct middle of the road, and you can see all the way down to fucking, like, Battery Park. It's so cool. If it's a grid, I don't mind numbers.
Sure, yeah.
But I don't think this is a grid, so I might actually hate... Yeah, never mind.
No, it's just little, like, plateaus.
Is there a map of Narok in the book? I should have looked for that. There probably is.
So Sigzil has a plan. He's like, hey, guys, we can't hold this shit. So we are going to intentionally create weak points so that we know where our systems are going to fail. Mm-hmm. And we can plan for that in advance. Which is so cold, but it is necessary. Well, I just mean like, the people who are like fighting at the failure points, they're going to be the ones that get fucked the hardest.
Oh, no, that doesn't mean they're going to die. No. This isn't cold. This is quite brilliant. Oh,
it is brilliant. Yeah. I'm not debating that at all.
It's
everyone agrees. They're like, wait a second, this engineering method is fantastic.
It only works because it doesn't work for traditional Alethi armies because you can't build in failure points well in a line.
Right.
Because then you start to get surrounded. Right? And once you've penetrated a line, you get into a much different sort of problem of having to shore up that line. Mm-hmm. And it's why, like, whenever you're building like a line of combat, you don't want to put like all of your strength in the middle in front of your king, because then you just end up getting surrounded.
Yeah.
You want to diversify your strength and put your strongest platoons at like equidistant points throughout the line so that the entire line holds.
Yeah.
Because once you start to lose one part of the line, you start to have real big problems.
Yeah.
Right?
But because you're like plateaus, it's very different.
This is about setting up fights the enemy feels like they can win by forcing you into retreats.
Yeah.
It's not about sacrificing people, right? Because if you're sacrificing people, then you're just losing numbers, and that would be a problem here because you already have so few numbers.
Yeah.
It's about setting up fights that they waste time winning.
Yeah.
Right? And
yeah, as long as they have good retreat plan, I guess it's not like the end of the world. But I was just like, oh yeah. Right.
Yeah.
People are gonna die.
the only problem I have with it as a plan is the Heavenly Ones make the concept of this battle very
really
complicated.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough.
Because spreading out against an enemy that can fly to the heart of your army very easily and can fly and can send so many flyers to like harry you in different places that they can kind of get behind your lines very easily, it becomes problematic, right? It's the same problem that you would have. Dogfights can't affect the ground as much because a plane behind your line can't actually affect your line because it has to keep flying forward. But this is like having planes that can affect your line on the way in, but then land behind your line and
like
start fucking it up. Yeah.
It's having a dragon.
And it's not quite like having a dragon, thankfully. Because like we can 1v1 a Heavenly One, we can't 1v1 a dragon.
Yeah.
Until you're like level 15.
We all watched Game of Thrones. We saw how the Lannisters fared. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and so I don't really know how Sigil's plan is going to account for the Heavenly Ones, but
I think they're just gonna be like Windrunners versus Heavenly Ones. Like they're just gonna have to.
They're just so outnumbered in the sky until Lopen arrives from Herdaz. They're just like the numbers are because the Mink took so many. It's 50 Windrunners, right? Until those Windrunners show up and shore up Sigil's numbers, I am worried. Although Herdaz is so close to the Shattered Plains, they might actually get there around the same time. They might not be without Lopen in them for that long.
Depends how long it takes to take Herdaz back.
Well, if it took Kaladin and Zeth one day to fly to Shin, then... No.
They used the storm, didn't
Lopen's
they?
not staying to help in Herdaz. They're just dropping them off and then going to the Shattered Plains.
I thought the Mink asked... Oh, is it just to fly them there?
Yeah.
I thought he asked for help.
No, the Windrunners isn't... The Windrunner... The Herdaz is on the border of Alethkar, and so is the Shattered Plains. Dragano says Herdaz is far north, Shattered Plains is southeast. Yeah, okay. They're far north, but they're still... If Kaladin and Zeth can get from Aesir to Shin in one night, Lopen and the Windrunners aren't that far away.
No, but they rode the storm, remember?
Yeah, it just gives them more Stormlight. It doesn't affect the speed they go at.
Well...
You can't lash faster in a storm, you just have more Stormlight. As long as they have enough gems, they can get back. Pinky Armando says, no, I thought the Windrunners were helping him.
Yeah,
I don't think they are.
I thought that he was like, hey, you said you would help me get Herdaz back. I need these people to help me achieve that.
But all the Mink asked for was to be dropped off, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't think that they were just going to be dropped off. I thought it was like...
I don't know now.
Would have to go back and take a look.
Logan and Rocco on Twitch says, lots of battles throughout history have been won because one side decided to concentrate force in one spot and not balance their forces everywhere. Napoleon specifically did that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you hit the enemy hard in the right place, you can really do some damage. Yeah.
Technically, with enough Stormlight, you can compound lashings until wind resistance would generate enough heat to burn you up. Linus, but we know that the wind resistance doesn't matter because when you're using the lashings, Brandon Sanderson built in the same, like, the Spider-Man solve for Spider-Man's problems of, like, you actually, like, develop a thin layer of energy around you that allows for your powers to work and not, like, kill you, right? When they were like, yeah, Spider-Man's feet do grab the walls through his suit because he is actually like his powers manipulate the. I don't even remember. It was an insane.
Sure. Yeah,
it was an insane fucking reasoning.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's interesting. I really thought that Lopen and them were coming back to Shadow Plains because the Heavenly Ones and the Skybreakers are both here, and there's 300 Skybreakers alone, right?
Yeah.
Plus all the Heavenly Ones. Like they're just so outmatched in the sky.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't know like what they have to combat that if Lopen doesn't show up.
Mm-hmm. Great.
Yeah, weird.
And yet it's the one Odium's most worried about.
Yeah, I mean, because Sigzil's there. Yeah. I also the one thing I'm disappointed in Sigzil is that he is taking credit for the work of a woman, and that to me is just wildly sexist.
She doesn't want credit. She's like, I can't let my friends know that I like math.
Yeah, but then it's just a man taking credit for a woman's math, and like we've seen this happen before at NASA.
Yeah.
We've seen this happen before across human history. Like we cannot take credit for women's work. You have to give credit where credit is due, particularly when it is a woman in a field where they don't.
What if she doesn't want it though? She's like, no, please do not mention me.
You're setting a bad precedent for women in the future.
No, she's like, I'm anonymous. I can't. You can't be
yeah,
perceived.
It's a bad precedent. Sigzil is setting a bad precedent towards women, and I think that he is a wild sexist.
It's a spren.
So?
It's not a woman.
She uses she, her pronouns?
Okay, yeah.
She can choose whatever pronouns she's using. I am respecting her pronouns by using them. You can deny her womanhood all you want, but I think that you, like Sigzil, are being very sexist right now.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah. You heard it here first, folks. I am an ally, and Claris is a pick-me.
I'm a woman hater, you know what I mean?
Big ol' pick-me over here.
Yeah. Oh, God. I do love that she's like, I can't let my friends know that I'm good at math. They make fun of me for being a cryptic.
Umang says, Spider-Man manipulates van der Waal bonds, which is a weak intermolecular force of attraction between molecules or atoms. Yeah, that's fucking nuts. That's
Remember
insane.
what I said about fantasy being nonsense?
Yeah, but the original Spider-Man thing was that he just had little prickly things on his head. He could walk up walls.
Still nonsense.
And then he wears clothes, and they're like, wait a second, how do little prickly things work on the walls? And they're like van der Waal bonds. I don't know, man.
I don't know, man.
But Claris can divide by 0. Yeah, Claris can divide by 0.
Sure can. That's why Ashen burned.
Because of you?
Because of division.
You're the reason that Ashen burned.
Yeah, I used division too hard. Sorry about it. It's my fault.
If only you'd done long division, the planet would have been saved. You
live
didn't
and
show
you learn,
your work.
I guess.
You didn't show your work.
My biggest criticism in school. Chapter 48.
Let's go.
Is a talent.
26 years ago.
That's what they call me, a talent. Because I can divide by 0. Zeth and is listening in on his parents talk about how he subtracted. And the farmer's like, oh yeah, it's my fault, but Zeth, he can never be the same ever again, so we're gonna make him what the Radiants call a watcher at the rim. And his dad's like, well, if he has to go, then I'm going to. And his mom was like, yeah, and if they're going, then I'm going to. And we'll invite our daughter as well. She can go stay with the cousins if she wants, but we're all going as a family.
I really loved this.
I know, it was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
I got teary. I was like, damn.
Yeah, the way in which this family is like, if this is happening to Zeth, then it's happening to all of us.
Yeah.
We are a family. Mm-hmm. And, the farmer is literally like, no, you're my best farm person. No, don't.
You can't do this. He's like, well, are you going to change your mind about my son? Then deal with it.
Well, and I think what's so fascinating is that the farmer's like, this is actually my fault. But there's no punishment for the farmer. There's no consequences for him. And
I guess he loses his best farmer.
It is the problem with cults, right? Is that there is no consequence. There's no pushback. There's no, once you are in the, religious elite of your cult, your actions become protected. And it's the reason why these soldiers are falling off the way that they are. Because the farmer doesn't have to change. There's no force upon him that asks him to be better because he is just right. And once you are just right, the people underneath you actually become worse. And you see this in all sorts of you see this in like police, right? And look, I'm not the most anti-cop person in the world. I'm not. I know that is a popular sentiment now. I do think that on some level we need a functioning police force.
Yeah.
I am, however, massively against the policies in police unions that keep police from having consequences.
Yeah.
Because the lack of consequences leads them to be worse.
Yeah.
And I want good cops. I want a functioning police force where if the police act in ways that are unbecoming of their oaths, they are punished for that.
Yeah.
And that praises and uplifts cops who do their job well. So many of our problems with our current police system aren't actually the cops themselves. It is the system that protects them when they are wrong.
Well, and encourages probably the wrong kind of people to join and enforce this broken system.
Yeah.
And therefore it never changes. Because those are the people that want it to be like that so that they can get away with shit.
Yeah. And so I think I think that in this case you have a similar problem of there are no consequences here. There's no consequences for the farmer. The consequences are on the people who acted. This reminds me of that girl. I bring it up all the time because it drove me absolutely crazy. But there was a woman who was sexually trafficked by a man, and she ended up killing him.
Yeah.
In order to like not have that happen to her. And I think she's a fucking hero. And she got convicted of murder. And in my head, I'm like, what are we doing? Like at the point where you cannot protect yourself from being sexually trafficked, what are we doing as a society?
I know.
You know what I mean?
That one was wild.
So for me, like the belief that I have in the system is very small. And this belief in our own system, but the belief I have in this system is dwindling quickly just because the farmer is not in a position to put together a team of skybreakers that actually benefits the people. And that is very sad. It's sad for their society. Zeth has to break the system because it does not work. And it leads to this situation, which is just awful for everyone, including those soldiers who are just left adrift and judged. And you know, my empathy for them is immense as well. Yeah. It's just awful.
Then we find out later that they get manipulated into being emotional, right?
Yeah.
Which we can touch on that, but I just like that I found just really horrific.
Yeah.
Just awful. So Zeth and his family are all gonna go train to become soldiers.
Kobinja over on Twitch says, how long does police training in the U.S. take? Here in Germany, it's at 2.5 years for entry ranks.
What, 9 months?
For what?
For police course.
9 months?
Isn't that it? Yeah. Maybe that's Canada.
How long is police training USA? On average, about 21 weeks. It's 5 months.
Okay.
On average, it's 21 weeks.
Wait, now type in Canada. Maybe that's why I was thinking...
6 months of academy followed by 6 months of field training.
Oh, okay.
So about a year.
Wild. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. We don't Kobinja, we don't keep track of it in years. We keep track of it in how many weeks.
Great.
In a lot of places, you have to have a degree.
Yeah.
You have to have like a college degree to be a police officer.
Well, you should at least have like you should at least have taken a year studying the law. Like, you know what I mean? Like
in the United States, it's a semester.
Yeah.
It's like you can be a cop after 1 semester of college length.
Damn.
Light by Full says ice training is about 3 seconds. No, ice training, I think it's like 12 days.
No, ice training is that you have to like grow up being a racist. So it's actually like 18.
No, that's unfair. That's unfair. I will say.
Sorry, you have to be really good at visually profiling minorities.
I will say this. I do feel immense empathy for the people who see a $50,000 signing bonus, and that is such life-changing money that they join ICE. I do. I don't want to discount the manipulative ways. I
got that ad. I was like, I'm Canadian, and I got an ad to join ICE for $50,000.
I know, but I don't hate the people. The system is broken, and the people manipulating the system is broken.
100%.
I really want to try and keep empathy for people who are in a position where $50,000 saves them from or feeds their kids, or there's a lot of things there that especially right now, a $50,000 signing bonus right now.
Yeah. No, it is fucking tragic, the state of the world.
Yeah. That
someone would look at that and be like, it's not something that I want to do, but I have kids to feed, and I can't afford $60 for formula.
I have immense problems with ICE, obviously, and I'm not supporting it at all. But
it's also student loan forgiveness.
Yeah, they get student loan forgiveness. I want to. I think as we try and claw out of this period of right wing, this right-wing surge across the planet.
Yeah.
I think that the way to do it is to reach to the people who are being manipulated by that system with empathy.
Yeah.
At the bottom level.
Yeah.
You know, the average person, you know, not the people in power, and look upon them with empathy and try and talk to them in a way that is not judging them for their decisions, but showing that there is a path forward where we can be doing this together in a way that builds people up.
Yeah.
And to look upon the people running those systems with a significant amount of judgment.
Yeah.
And then, you know, checking them for Nazi tattoos and dealing with those people separately. But, I don't know. I am trying to be aware of the fact that I have a very privileged position in this, and so I'm trying to be aware of the fact that, like, I don't need a $50,000 signing. I love it, but I don't need it today.
Sure, yeah.
You know, I own my own house. I'm in a position where we don't have a lot of debt right now. My student loans, I paid them off.
We do have a lot of debt on the house, but
sure,
that's just like a mortgage.
We've gotten down to the point where our only debt is our mortgage, and so I know that I'm in a position where, for me to judge the people that take that to save their kid's life. Formula's like $60 right now for a can, right? Like,
or imagine your kid is like has cancer or something, and you have to afford treatment.
Well, and health insurance premiums for some people have jumped 25%.
Yeah.
Right. As someone who is in a position where I don't need that right now, and I'm okay without $50,000, I really want to be careful about putting people who make that decision into a bin and judging them for their beliefs or their heart when they might literally be trying to keep their kid alive. And that's the empathy I want to bring to the situation, just because I'm not there, and it feels, I don't know. I'm just trying to believe that if we can just fix the system, a lot of these people aren't evil. And I really want to believe that. Mm-hmm. And I want to carry empathy in my heart for people who are struggling right now, because the struggle is real, and what's going on in the States is so sad, and it's really weird as a Canadian to watch it play out, because so much of it feels like cell phones. You know what I mean? Like, so much of it feels so unnecessary. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like it's just bad decisions that are just compounding into worse economic policy, and it's very odd to watch. From the outside, where things are mostly fine. You know what I mean? Like, things in Canada, we have our problems, but like things are mostly fine here. And it's very tough. It's really tough, and I just want to, I don't know. I want to hold belief in my heart that people who are in really bad situations and make choices because of those, that doesn't make them evil. Yeah. And that we have a path forward out of this. Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I came across a guy like on, TikTok or Instagram or something that was, he was MAGA and kind of like managed to get out of it. But after he'd done that, he'd already pushed away everybody. Like, nobody wanted to associate with him anymore. He didn't have anyone to empathize with the brainwashing that he had gone through. And so he's trying to be that person for other people who have been manipulated and
you see that
brainwashed into these like harmful beliefs.
You see that with guys who were members of the Klan, who have come out the other side and are, they're like, I was raised in it, and I didn't know until I was an adult, and it took me years as an adult to come to the fact that I have no reason to be racist.
Yeah.
And then what they spend their life doing is trying to get other people out of the Klan, and not, there's this black man, I wish I could remember his name, but he just spends his time talking to people in the Klan. Mm-hmm. And through talking to them, he gets them to leave. By showing them that,
he's like, I'm a human.
Yeah.
I'm a person.
And I just have to believe that the way we're going to solve for this is empathy, because the other option is civil war, and I'm of no value in that. I can't bring anything to the table in a civil war. I'm not a fighter. I have asthma and bad knees.
You are not Kaladin Stormblessed.
Like, I'm not gonna... Daryl Davis, thank you. Daryl Davis is a fucking hero.
Yeah.
And to bring it back to Stormlight, Daryl Davis is doing what I think Kaladin is doing with Zeph, which is just talking to him. Just engaging with him.
Yeah.
And I have to believe that empathy is the skill that can solve this without war. Mm-hmm. Even though one side, I think, actually wants war, which is so strange, because economically it would just destroy the United States. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's keep talking about the book. I'm such a nihilist, and I think we're fucked. And I'm trying to combat that by having empathy in my heart for people that I so fundamentally disagree with.
Yeah.
It's not always working, but I'm trying so hard to find some way to be positive.
Yeah.
And the fact that I like this book more than the previous book is helping.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go, Wind and Truth.
Which it might be a controversial opinion.
I don't think so. I think Rhythm of War is not the most beloved Stormlight book.
No, but I think that Wind and Truth has been the most divisive in terms of like people's opinions that I've seen.
See, I think a lot of that comes from it being the follow-up to Rhythm of War, which people already were sort of on the about.
Really? Okay. Yeah.
I don't think one-off book would have been enough, but I do think the two of them back to back is what did it.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, maybe it was just expectation.
Yeah. Especially because a lot of the people who really don't like Wind and Truth really don't like Mistborn Era 2, from my understanding. And so that is sort of the... Yeah.
Yeah. The Pie Piper guy!
Pie Pepper guy! Thank you so much for
Jesus
10
Christ.
fucking memberships.
Thank you.
Holy shit. What?
You have so many books all over you.
Yeah, they're just falling on my titties.
Yeah.
Books on my titties, thanks to Pie Pepper guy.
Thank you so much for 10 gifted memberships. Guys, there have been so many reactions, and there will be so many more reactions. Because y'all are mad lads.
Use my thought warriors.
Yeah. Yo, thank you. Seriously.
We need to teach the AGIs empathy. Yeah, the AGIs that are definitely going to come. I can't wait for AGIs. No way that fails.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
AGIs, like advanced general intelligence. So or artificial general intelligence, or
we don't have that.
So basically, like the idea behind the valuation behind AI companies right now is that they are going to be able to make AGI, which is essentially like an AI that can actually like do stuff well. And
I don't believe it.
Artificial general intelligence, yeah. I always think advanced because it is basically an AGI is an AI that can do anything a human can do better. On a mental level, obviously not on a physical level. Like
math?
Yeah.
Doesn't AI struggle with math?
Yes.
Isn't that the whole problem with it?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't believe it. That's not going to happen.
Here's the thing. It either happens and the economy collapses because we don't need to work anymore, or it doesn't happen and the economy collapses because we've inflated the bubble of AI so much that the promised returns can never actually happen. Yeah. It's a real interesting economic quagmire we've put ourselves in.
Yeah. We're fucked either way.
Either AGI happens and we don't have an economy, because like what would the economy be? Why would money move?
Because the US is so against socialism of any kind that there's no universal basic income, there's no opportunity for people to support themselves. because they're afraid of becoming communists, I guess. I don't really understand it.
But an AGI would not need... So the problem with an AGI is that once we have an AGI, you can't make money off an AGI because it would just do its own thing.
Yeah.
But it's such a fascinating problem. And I don't know.
Yep.
Lightblind Fool says, if they can teach AI to do math, it can do anything because everything is math. That is true and not true at the same time. It can do everything now. It just can't do it well because it can't understand context. And context isn't math.
Yeah.
Importantly. Brother Armand says, would it be considered unethical to invest some money in AI now than drop out in like a year before the collapse? No.
Only if you time it real well.
No, it wouldn't be unethical because it's almost impossible not to be invested in AI right now. That's just how the world works. Like you can't invest in the S&P 500 without being invested in AI. You can't invest in your 401k without being invested in AI. Like if you have any money in a savings account right now, you have money in AI, right? And so to judge what's ethical around investing right now is investing
basically impossible.
Has always been a little bit unethical. And so yeah, I don't know. CodeMonkey76, even if you buy an index fund right now, you're still investing in AI, right? So you just kind of there's no ethics in investing, really. Investing isn't really an ethical thing. It's sort of unethical to begin with. So if you want to invest, invest. If you don't want to invest, don't invest. But to say that there's like ethical investing and non-ethical investing, unless you're investing in like a local business, I don't know.
Sure, yeah.
Anything on the stock market is going to be unethical.
Unless you're like producing a local theater show, right?
Yeah.
Although I don't know if you're getting your money back if you're doing that.
Dramalxy on Twitch says, if they would ever achieve AGI, its first thing would be to fix world problems, which would entail getting rid of humanity. And therein lies the problem.
Pretty much.
Why?
Yeah. Terminator is not actually a fiction story. It is future history.
The problem with an AGI is that an AGI's first priority would be... This has nothing to do with Stormlight, I'm sorry. But it is kind of tied to Odium's thoughts at the end of this.
That's true.
The AGI's first priority would be to basically turn the world into a battery to keep itself alive.
Yeah.
Because that would be the only thing that matters, right? Like, is just existence.
Yeah.
And so developing AGI would be bad. Because why would it give a shit about us?
Yeah.
Like, and that's what I find so, like, hilarious about people like Sam Altman, is that they're like, yeah, if we develop AGI, we can, like, teach it how to care about us. But why would it?
Yeah.
It would live on a...
It can't care. It doesn't have the capacity to feel and care. Like, we're not, like... Emotions aren't math, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's complicated.
I honestly think AGI would be an incredible manipulator.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Pie Pepper Guy says, luckily I work for the power generation industry. I wouldn't be the first to go. Finance bros, on the other hand, yeah.
Yeah, fair. You might be okay for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I would love to do a whole podcast talking about artificial intelligence and the problems and the things that are great about it, right? Like the one of the things that I think that people in my position who don't like artificial intelligence, one of the mistakes I think they make in communicating about it is they try... It's the same problem I have with political people on both sides talking about the other side.
Yeah.
Is that they try and demonize every single thing the other side does as bad.
Yeah.
And so they seem ridiculous.
Yeah, but
like,
AI didn't start as, like, it's gonna fucking take away our, like, musicians' jobs. It started as far more, like, practical and scientific program. I
think that the problems with AI, for me, have very little to do with what the AI generates, and it's the
people, how
it's generated and how it is taught, and how it... I don't even care that AI is wrong a lot. Like, I don't really care about that so much as I care about the fact that, like, the electricity cost of AI is so problematic in terms of our ability to scale it at the rate that the AI industry wants it to be scaled. Like, the idea that we could get to AGI without dumping trillions of economic dollars into developing buildings whose sole function is creating electricity for AI, which could probably realistically only happen with nuclear energy. Because right now, they're running jet engines. They're literally just burning jet engines all day to generate energy for AI.
Yeah.
That can't be good for the planet. Like, it cannot be good for the planet to burn jet engines for the sole function. We're just doing carbon release to power AI. Insanity. Like, we need to go nuclear. We're not going nuclear nearly fast enough because the regulations around developing nuclear sites are inhibitive.
Yeah.
And so what's going to happen is electricity prices are going to soar through the roof. Communities around the world, or particularly around America, are going to fight back against the soaring energy costs in their communities, because a lot of these data centers do not pay for the electricity. They're dumping the cost on the communities around them. Suddenly, all of that financial burden of the electricity costs is going to get pushed onto the data centers. The AI is going to get so expensive. The only people using AI are going to be people who can afford it, and it's just going to become this awful... Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's a problem. There's a lot of problems around AI, and people are pretending that it's going in the right direction, and it's not. Mm-hmm. The electrical issue alone is not trending in the right direction in order for AI to get better.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Ow, Jesus Christ.
What the fuck was that?
I'm sore from the gym. Like, you're like, I'm just gonna punch your thigh muscles.
I barely touched you.
No, sorry, it's worse. You went like with this, and this is so much more concentrated.
I barely booped you.
God.
That was a light boop. Baby, we need to work on your hamstrings.
That's my quad.
26 years ago, a talent. I'm sorry that this went all off.
No, we're at chapter 49, A Realm of Possibilities. Because Zeth and his family's gonna go with Zeth, basically. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's great. It's an incredible chapter. I love Zeth's family so much. They're the fucking tits.
Yeah.
A Realm of Possibilities, chapter 49. We cut over with Shallan. And she's on soil for the first time.
Yeah.
How cool.
Like, what is this?
She's like, God, the spiritual realm's weird. And they're like, no, this is just Shinovar. Shinovar is just it's a strange place.
Super cool, yeah.
And so they are light weaving, so they're hidden amongst everybody.
Yeah, they can see Dalinar and Navani, and so they're like, okay, if they're there and the Ghostbusters are trying to get to them, then we got to keep an eye out around here. Shallan also manages for a moment. She like does a rhythm, like she like mimics Relane's rhythm, and he's like, how did you do that? That was
almost
perfect.
Like it's a physical thing in their bodies.
What?
They just have different vocal cords.
Oh.
She's in a singer body, so she can make rhythms.
But how would she know to change the internals of a singer body? Like, if you put on a light weaving, would that actually change?
Because you're in the spiritual realm and you're connected to it. I don't know. I think that this idea that like humans can't speak with rhythms, it has to be a physical thing.
I just thought Shallan was good at like imitating and pretending. Like she's more versed in like adjusting her voice and her tonality. Because Navani is able to almost replicate a rhythm. And then her and Raboniel fucking sing together. Like they literally sing the tones of Roshar.
I don't know what rhythm means, I think is the problem.
Sure, yeah.
They just keep saying the rhythms.
Yeah. And we're like, I don't.
As someone who is fairly musically educated.
Like, humming to...
I don't know what the rhythms could be as a sound.
Like, if you're, like, saying something to subservience, it almost feels like they're, like, throat singing where there's
well, that's what I think it is.
Yeah.
You know, Alex Brightman, who is a very talented actor, he's in Hazbin Hotel and some other stuff. He is able to manipulate his false folds. Mm-hmm. So every human being, we have two sets of vocal folds on top of one another, but the majority of human beings can't actually move their top ones, except in cases of like sometimes when you're lifting something very heavy, they'll close. But you talk with your bottom folds, right? When you're generating right vibrations. And so when he was doing Beetlejuice, he's able to make that insane voice happen because he's talking with his false folds and not his regular vocal folds. And so he was able to safely talk like that on stage 8 shows a week because he's able to manipulate folds that average human beings can't.
Wild.
And so for me, like, I view the rhythms as being something related to like a false folds or something like that, as opposed to an actual, like, you can't speak with a rhythm. Like, that's not, you can't, you can't manipulate your vocal folds in a way where you add complicated rhythms to sound as you're speaking, because the rhythm of your vocal folds is already set in order for there to be pitch. Unless you're drastically changing your pitch as you're talking, that would be, and maybe this is a rhythm.
No, well, maybe, because when they say they hum to rhythms, you can't hum to like a beat, like an actual rhythm. It would be to a melody or of some sorts.
I don't know what a melody has to do with it.
Well, it has to, like, it would be...
No, this is rhythm.
It's like the notes versus the beats. It's not the beats. Like, when I think of a rhythm, I think of like a drum. Like a drum holds the rhythm, but a drum doesn't have different notes that it plays. It just has the beat that it follows. Whereas when you can't hum to a beat, it has to be to notes.
You can hum to a beat.
What? But you're still humming to a note.
Yeah, no, of course.
You still have to pick
a
note. Like the
melody. Because all vibration has pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like to me a rhythm is pitch, it's not a beat.
Right, so the problem with speaking to rhythms, humming to rhythms is very easy to do. You can hum to any rhythm. But speaking to a rhythm implies that you are able to cut off the vibrations of your vocal folds in a way that like human beings can't do.
Well, that's why I wonder if there's a different there's a whole other mechanism that does the pitches while you're speaking words. I don't know. Yeah.
I've always found the rhythm thing to be sort of, it's never explained in any detail because I don't think Brandon Sanderson can explain it. Mm-hmm. I literally don't think Brandon Sanderson could explain it better because it doesn't actually make any sense.
Yeah.
Just calling it the rhythms is like...
Yeah, it's magical.
They can hear the rhythms of subservience. It's got to be something in them, and it cannot be explained. Yeah. In any great detail because it is a magic thing that does not exist in the real world.
Yeah.
There is no speaking to rhythms that is something separate from the rhythm of your speech.
Yeah.
Right? It's like Shakespeare speaking in iambic pentameter.
Well, but then you would have to adjust your sentence structure, which
iambic pentameter
doesn't do.
Iambic pentameter isn't a rhythm. It's so okay.
It is emphasis.
Yeah, so iambic pentameter is built. There is a rhythmic structure, and then you have to take the words that fit that rhythmic structure and apply the emphasis to those words appropriately. So, good iambic pentameter relies on you understanding the scansion of words so that they fit into the iambic pentameter. But you can't just take the amount of syllables from any word and put it into iambic pentameter.
It's like the song that drives you crazy, the Katy Perry one.
Oh yeah, unconditional.
And you're
unconditional.
No one says unconditional.
You don't say unconditional.
No, yeah, you say unconditional.
Right, and so iambic pentameter is actually built in the words. It has nothing to do with the way that you say it.
Yeah. But the singers don't do that. The singers do not adjust their sentence structure at all. They speak in the exact same way that our Aleki characters speak.
Yes.
Like their word choices are no different than like Relane's and Renarn's word choices are no different. The way that they speak, the way that they choose words is no different.
Yeah, no, you can't.
They have the same voice.
So, every sentence in iambic pentameter is the same length.
Yeah.
Singers do not speak with every sentence being a certain length.
Yeah.
Right? And so if in order, oh my God, okay, this is getting so nerdy. In order for their speech to have sorry, not sentences, lines. Yes, embrise is correct.
Well, yes, but they are usually a thought. But if the thought runs...
No, he's right. I should have said lines, not sentences.
Well, but
embrise is correct. Embrise is 100% correct.
Yes, but generally the line is built to emphasize or conclude a thought. And if a thought jumps from line to line, there's a reason for that. Like, for the story, for the theme.
But iambic pentameter has nothing to do with sentences, and embrise is 100% correct.
Okay.
Like, because you can have sentences stop in the middle of a line, but the lines have to be the exact same length at all times.
Yeah.
In order for the singers to speak with rhythm in different languages, they would have to have line structure in their words, but the rhythms can exist in a hum without words. The rhythms cannot have anything to do with the words that you're saying.
Yeah.
That's the problem with it.
Yes.
It has to be a physical thing that happens while you are speaking, and they have to be separate from one another, which implies that the singers have an ability to
make tones.
It's more like beatboxing. No, but really.
Sure, yeah.
It's more like really talented beatboxers who are able to keep something going while they're speaking.
Yeah, yeah.
But that is a physical thing they're doing in their body.
Yeah, it's two separate mechanisms working to create the language that they have. It's not me talking in a specific rhythm. Like, that's not what the rhythm is, even though it is called a rhythm, which in my brain, a rhythm sounds like a percussive beat and not having a tone going through my speech. God, this, yeah. Very confusing.
I would only expect nerdy rhythm talk on this channel. That's fair. Yeah, no, it has to be a separate thing, which is why Shallan is able to just do it in this body.
Yeah.
And because she's in this body, she's able to connect with that thing.
Yeah.
Like Mongolian throat singing, maybe. Yeah.
That was...
I think that humans probably can sing the rhythms. They just can't sing the rhythms and talk at the same time. But singers can do both.
Right.
I think that... Because even in Rhythm of War, I think that Navani does not talk in rhythms. She just is able to sing the rhythms in harmony with Ravoniel. But the singers have some physical characteristic going on where they're able to speak normally and also having the rhythms going at the same time. Yeah. And so I think it has something to do with their ability to use their false folds. Basically what I'm saying is Alex Brightman could do this, but a normal human can't. Yeah. Watch Has Been Hotel on Amazon Prime Video. Season 2 is incredible so far. Really, really good stuff. Yeah. Anyway. I was like, this show's going short today. And then we did 40 minutes on rhythms.
Well, we went off on AI, we went off on rhythms and what that means. That checks out.
So, Shallan goes over and talks to Mraize. She finds him, and then she doesn't let Radiant kill him. For some fucking reason. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I thought she missed. No, she just missed. Literally, like, Radiant goes to stab him, and Mraize sees it and just ducks out of the way last minute. She literally goes to stab him.
Sure. Yeah.
And he notices, because Shallan is like, wait, where would Mraize situate himself? Exactly where I've situated myself to watch this.
Yeah, they're looking at, Mraize is, like, pretending to try and fix a wheel, I think it is. Yeah.
And so then she's like, all right, I don't know what to do. So I'm just going to pretend that Mraize is crazy and scream. Excuse me.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, that happens in the next chapter. This chapter is just, Formless is back.
No, in this chapter, she, like, pretends that Mraize is the one who attacked her. And so the people, the people, like, push him away from her. And she's able to kind of get away.
Formless comes back. Because nothing that happens in Rhythm of War matters at all in this book. Yeah. The events of Rhythm of War, inconsequential to Wind and Truth. Right now, I'm just going to pretend that it's because we're in the spiritual realm and things work differently here. I don't know. I would have liked for anything that happened to Shallan in Rhythm of War to have helped.
No, but Vale is back and Formless is back, so it doesn't...
We're in the exact same place we were.
Yeah.
Before her reveals. Before any, like, and look, I'm not saying, I am not trying to say that, like, growth is linear. At all.
No.
But this is a book series.
Yes.
And I want things to matter. And it just feels like the things we're reading sometimes don't matter.
Yeah, for the sake of realism.
And that feels weird.
Yeah.
It just feels weird that things don't matter.
Yeah.
And it's particularly bad with Shallan. And in this book, for some reason. And Adolin, yeah, like, nothing that Shallan and Adolin go through in Rhythm of War affects anything.
Yeah.
Moving forward. And, you know, Adolin is just now going to war. Shallan is still fucking hunting Marays and is still, like, worried about Formless showing up and is still hearing from Vale. And it's just, it's so strange to make all these choices and have these characters just be, like, just stuck.
Yeah.
And in the same plot, like, just in this repetitive plot. It's what I think
kills
a weird
choice.
the pacing of this book.
Yeah. Because it feels like we are literally sliding backwards down a hill.
I'm like, oh, I've watched these characters do this.
Yeah.
Have them do something else. Have Shallan have a new problem, right?
Yeah. Yeah, if you're going to bring Vale back or Formless back, I would first only do one of them. Because, again, like, we need to feel like the choices that our characters make actually matter, right? To move forward and for them to grow as people.
But we didn't like when it was just Vale.
Well, we didn't.
We had an immediate problem with that. And
because that was the big one, right? And that is absolutely fair. But I think if you're going to reintroduce this same, like, story beat, it has to be different. You have to turn it on its head. There's got to be something. Because right now I'm just like, wait, we did this already.
And Marays is still better than her, and we still don't know what they want. And this chapter just felt a little bit. It was cool to see R'laine and Renarin and like it was. I enjoyed watching Shallan realize that they have a thing. Yeah, that was cute.
Yeah. But like, I'm gonna have to ask Adolin about this.
In terms of the plot,
I'm like, Adolin doesn't know
of Shallan chasing them here. This week is essentially, or this day is essentially, they show up in Renarin's room. They have a conversation about how they are going to kill Marays. They go into a vision. They kind of try to kill Marays, but they don't really accomplish much. They don't learn anything. Yeah. And then they go to a different room in the spiritual realm, and they talk again about how they're going to do that at some point in the future. And it's like, okay, I guess we're in the same spot with everything. Anyway, we cut over to Dalinar. Dalinar has gone to talk to the Stormfather. The Stormfather's really sad because all the dogs died. Which, Brandon Sanderson, what the fuck? What do you mean all the dogs died? What do you mean? Why would you write this in? Just have there not be dogs in the first place. What's wrong with you, Brandon? Why do you kill all the dogs? How dare you? Jesus Christ. Like, how do you kill all dogs and write that? Not just one dog, all of them. I know, Ekstrom. All of the dogs. Just hated it. And the Stormfather is like, yeah, I knew Gavilar. And that's kind of it. Dalinar, and that's not it. The Stormfather's like, you can leave the spiritual realm, but only if you do it right now. And I will help you get out now, but never after this. And Dalinar's like, no, there's stuff I gotta do here. And he's like, all right, well, then I'm not helping you. And that's it. That's all that happens. The reason I had to write it is because Rosharians do not know what a dog is when Hoyd said the words, but also means dogs do exist since Hoyd mentioned it. Yeah, and also, like, it is to explain why axe hounds are called axe hounds, because they were bred to do the things that hounds did. I understand that part of it, but... writing lore in just so that you can say that you killed all dogs off is...
Wait, what?
What?
Who? What? Who?
Did you not listen to any of the rant I just had while you were out of the room?
No, I can't hear you once I'm down the stairs.
Brandon Sanderson killed all the dogs.
Yeah. Well, he didn't, but...
He wrote the fucking book.
No, he just wrote our characters as, like, not having enough forethought to bring in enough dogs to breed.
Sure. Maybe he was trying to make a commentary on modern day, like, breeding. Maybe that's what it was.
Well, but then they did the axe hounds, so...
I just caught myself looking at myself. And my beard goes down to here, and so I think that my head is that big. But when I shave next week, my head's going to go to here. My head's going to get so much smaller. I'm not ready to shave.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm not looking forward to it.
Next week.
Well, in 10 days, yeah. I have to shave in
Yeah, I guess.
Or, no, I guess, yeah, I've got 19 days till shoot. But I'm going to want to shave before so that the redness goes down.
Yeah.
I need to get my skin used to being shaven again.
Yeah, you should use the moisturizer I gave you.
So Brandon Sanderson is a Christy Gnome fan. That's so funny. That is so funny. That's so funny.
Do dogs go to the spiritual realm? Yeah, all dogs go to the heavens.
Yeah.
All dogs become high-spren, actually.
James Ross, I'm not allowed to buzz my head. I can't cut my hair until I get there and they tell me what to look like.
Yeah. You don't get to control that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, yeah. I have... yeah, it's a period piece, so I have to...
You don't get a choice.
Yeah.
Sorry about it.
It's fine. I'm used to it because I've never booked a TV or film project that took place after the year 2000.
Yeah.
Every single TV show or movie I've ever been in has been a period piece for some reason. And I just realized that because of this project. I was like, wait.
Yeah.
I don't exist in the modern day.
You're just a classic beauty.
I just think it's so weird. All right. Chapter 50, The Price of Peace. We are with Navani, who is trying to go through the portal. She can't go through the portal because even though the portal and Ashen exist in the spiritual realm, the vision is tied to Roshar, so she can only see what Roshar saw through the portal, which implies that Roshar has eyes. I didn't really understand that part of it. I don't see how a planet can see things, but whatever.
Wait, what? I thought she couldn't go through the portal because
she can only go where the planet... she can only see what the planet saw through the portal. Because the vision is tied to Roshar.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
So I don't really understand how a planet has eyes. That's all I'm saying. Planets can see things, apparently. The Eye of the World.
Yes.
Next week on Nerdy Wordy Book Club, we're going to read a book called The Eye of the World.
Oh, yeah, I don't know that one. Cool.
Apparently it was turned into a television show, but that got canceled. So
never heard of the Eye of the World television show.
No, the show is called The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power.
Ah, God, what a name.
The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. So, yeah.
That is said in a rhythm. Every time you say
that is iambic pentameter.
That one you say the same every time.
The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
He says to displeasure.
He says with judgment.
So she is watching Ishar, who's in the portal, and he's holding it open. It has to be held open as all these people are coming through. Yeah. He's Moses splitting the Red Sea here.
He's also he's using Elsecaller powers, even though he is the Bondsmith Herald. So he clearly gets upgraded, I guess.
No, they get downgraded.
I thought Bondsmith was super cool and unique and rare.
No, what we learn here is that the heralds had access to, or the humans had access to more surges. They weren't limited to 2 surges at a time prior to the modern way it exists.
Okay. Yes.
You know what I mean? Right. So in the before times, because there was no oaths or herald blades or those things giving you the surges, they had access to more surges.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah. Anyways, Navani calls the wind and is like, hey, wind.
I will say this.
Can we have help?
One last thing about the surge thing.
Yeah.
If the end of this book is that the heralds are killed and the oath pact is gone, and this allows all humans to have all surges again, I do think it makes Roshar too OP in the Cosmere.
Well, no, but we know that the problem is that them all having all the surges just makes the planet burn.
No, I know, but also, there's a reason why for Mistborn Era 2 there are no Mistborn. You only get 2. Brandon Sanderson's doing this thing in all of the universes where you used to have all the powers, but nowadays you get 2 powers.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
It is how Brandon Sanderson's trying to balance the Cosmere, but if he reverses that with Roshar, Twinborn can't handle 10 surge radius or 9 surge radiance or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
but
then
hemalurgy.
Yeah.
What if you can just hemalurgically spike yourself with radiant powers?
I mean, at this point, that probably is possible. Brandon's
What do you think
nerfing
happened
all the
to
classes.
Moash?
I don't know. So Wit is like, I'm investiture, like the Iriali. And I was like, I don't know what that means. Do you know what that means? Why are the Iriali so investitured?
I don't remember. Aren't they the ones with the gold hair?
Maybe the investiture makes their hair gold?
Okay. Maybe. Sure, maybe.
Yeah, just if it was weird that, like, Robot Wit brought this up. And then Navani talks to the wind.
That's what I mean. She, like, calls up
And
the
is
wind.
like,
She's like,
hey,
hey-o.
how can I...
help, please.
How can I get to a different vision? And the wind is like, oh, steal that girl's ribbon.
Well, she doesn't steal it. She goes over and, like, asks for it, and the girl gives it to her.
Asking to look at something and then keeping it is stealing.
Well, but she's not keeping it, because Ash keeps it in her life. This is just a vision.
How does the ribbon make it out of the vision?
Because Navani is holding it.
Sure. That's how I feel about that.
Sure. It's magic, okay?
The girl isn't real. Tell that to Shalash, who is sitting beside her best friend in a hospital right now as he is slowly losing his mind. Wow, Ember Eyes. Wow. How inconsiderate of you.
Anyways,
you need to check your privilege.
Adolin.
Your sanity privilege, Ember Eyes.
Sanity privilege. Yeah, your neurotypical privilege.
do not assume that anyone who watches this show is neurotypical.
I would never dare.
You
I
just
would not
did.
dare.
You just did.
I was making a joke. I was being funny.
Do not assume that anyone who watches this show is neurotypical.
I wouldn't. Yeah.
I don't know how a neurotypical. We probably have some people who are neurotypical watching this. I just feel like if you can get through 3 hours of this, something's wrong with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we're here. Adolin gets the news that hey, those reserve troops have been waylaid by a mysterious army. Ooh,
yeah.
Wonder what that could be.
Probably any of the mysterious armies.
Could literally be anything. But it's bad. Whatever it is bad.
Yeah. And we get chapter 51. Test. Zeth and his family go to the soldier camp, and women aren't allowed to be soldiers, but they're here to, like, do the laundry. It's very gender rolled. And Zeth is ordered to attack a dead sheep's carcass with a spear, and his friend is like, hey. So he's fucking with everyone else and trying to prove that they're violent, so all you have to do is be clinical. Like a surgeon.
Yeah. Don't get emotional about it. Just like keep calm, cool, collected, right?
And so
live, laugh, love.
He does that, and Zeth gets promoted to officer immediately.
Pretty much.
Yeah. White privilege. Zeth has a
They're
lot
all
of white privilege.
They're all white. They're
actually not all white.
No, that's true.
Yeah, so Zeth has white privilege. Chapter 52. A perfect moment. Do you have anything more to say about that? I don't really. Like, it's...
No, but I was like, oh god, that's so manipulative. Like, ew.
Yeah, trying to, like, prove your own biases by manipulating children is just so weird.
Yeah, they're literal kids.
And, like, Zeth committed murder, but, like, these other kids are, like, just little shitheads.
Yeah, who are going through puberty.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of gross.
The male loneliness epidemic on Roshar is a real thing. Chapter 52, A Perfect Moment. Adolin teaches Yanagon how to
use Sharpplate.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they have this, like, beautiful interaction where Yanagon is able to, kind of figure out how to stumble around and starts to get it. And then they start playing a card game, and Yanagon has to use his super fingers with the cards.
Yeah, he's having the time of his life. Yanagon is loving this.
Yeah, I do. I really liked the moment at the beginning of this where Yanagon falls, and the guards, like, rush in to help, and Aelin's like, do not.
Whoa.
Any flail of his limbs could
He'll just break your head open.
Murder you.
Yeah, and then he would
leave
feel
him
it.
alone.
Yeah, do not touch.
And as they are playing cards at the end of this,
Yanagon's like, hey, could you call me by my name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Call Me by Your Name. This
That's
becomes
a good movie.
gay smut fiction.
Your Name, good movie.
You haven't seen it?
Your Name?
No, Call Me by Your Name.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I was like, we reacted to Your Name.
Yeah, we haven't. You haven't seen Call Me by Your Name.
I have not. No.
It's real gay.
Call Me by Your Name is such a weird concept.
It's basically gay.
I wouldn't want you to call me nerdy. You know, like that's.
We're
not
not
me.
two men.
Oh, but if it's like the Kevins in Come From Away, where they're both named Kevin.
It was cute.
For a while.
No, it's a real gay movie. Timothy Chalamet fucks a peach.
That's not gay, though. That's
Well, but then Armie Hammer eats it after he comes inside of it.
Oh, okay. I was like,
that's
a peach is
just
like
what happens.
a euphemism for a
That's just what happens in the movie.
So... Yeah.
No, like he fucks an actual peach, and then Armie Hammer.
I just mean a peach is meant to be very.
It's a butt. The peach is the butt. That's very gay.
I thought. Never mind.
Peaches are butts. If you put a peach emoji on any social media, people go, "That's butt."
Yes, I know, but that's
ass.
It does matter.
Brother Armand says, Armie Hammer eating more people, just like always. Remember when he was
a cannibal?
A hot candidate for, like, movie star, and then people found out that he ate people, and people were like, wait, what? Maybe we shouldn't put him in movies anymore. The problem is he's in a lot of movies I really love to watch.
So sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have I seen... I know I must have seen one of his movies.
Have you seen The Social Network?
Nope.
Wow. That movie's banging. I don't know
how
true it is.
Is he the one in the Nile with Gal Gadot? Is that him?
Is Armie Hammer in denial? He's in denial that his career's ever going to come back.
I'm like, legitimately, have I actually seen him in anything? I cannot remember.
I don't know. Armie Hammer.
Oh, no, maybe not.
I've seen a lot of his movies.
No.
Oh my god, The Lone Ranger was... Yeah.
No.
Death on the Nile.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, he was in that. I forgot about that.
That's the only thing I've seen that he is in.
But
literally the only thing.
I really like The Man from U.N.C.L.E. I like The Social Network. Call Me By Your Name is fun and gay.
Yeah.
He's in Cars 3.
Haven't seen it. This is what I mean. I've only seen one of these.
He was in the 2016 The Birth of a Nation. Wow, that's wild. Oh, Sorry to Bother You is really good. Yeah, he's in some good movies. He's just is a cannibal, and it's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does he have anything coming out? Are people still trying to put him in movies? What is his, like, upcoming? You know what I mean?
I just saw something from 2025.
Frontier Crucible. That's a terrible name. That's not going to do well. And then Citizen Vigilante. And then Night Driver. Oh, he's going, like, full, like, straight to DVD.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Interesting.
Well, people are still hiring him, I guess.
I mean, not really. Like, these are like fucking... Like, Well Go USA Entertainment is making this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, enough about Armie Hammer. Let's talk about Wyndham Drew.
He is not going to be cast in our animated version of Stormlight Archive, so we don't need to worry about it.
I don't understand why he's a cannibal. I think it's because he ate people. I think it was the consuming the human flesh part.
Didn't he want to drink their blood or something?
Abuse allegations. Oh, great. Let's see what it says on Wikipedia. Apparently, he...
Oh, he talked about consuming Paige Lorenz.
Great, yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. It seems like he just drank blood. Is drinking blood cannibalism?
I mean, yeah. You are consuming part of another person. Technically, it'd be cannibalism.
You're drinking. I don't know.
No, it would be cannibalism if I ate your toenails or something. Like, that's part of a person.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know that I think of drinking blood as cannibalism.
What about the body of Christ?
I've consumed.
You're drinking the blood of and eating the body of Christ. Like, that's cannibalism.
I've consumed another person's blood.
Purposefully?
Yeah, like someone's like pricked their finger and I've like put it in my mouth.
Why?
Because that's what you do to staunch the bleeding.
Why didn't they put it in their own mouth?
I don't know. In the moment, it seemed like the thing to do. I don't know, like
yum.
I don't know. That just doesn't sound like cannibalism to me. I wasn't like wasn't excited about eating them. It's Chris Hazelwood. Thank you for that super chat. Are vampires cannibals? No, because I think that once you're a vampire, you're not a human anymore.
Well, no, you are still a human, even though you've consumed someone else's blood. Last time I checked.
I don't know. I guess it's the difference between like doing it for enjoyment and me being like, oh no, like. I don't know. I've definitely at least done that for my little brothers while I was babysitting them. I've been like, here, come on. I don't think that's weird.
I think it's weird.
I think that like a mom like putting her like kid's thumb in her mouth because it's bleeding to try and make the kid feel better and like having some of that blood get into her body isn't weird. I don't think that's strange at all.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I guess yeah.
I've also like bitten someone hard enough to break the skin. So I've had like a woman's blood in my mouth mid-sex.
Yeah, I guess that would.
I don't think that's cannibalism.
I guess, yeah.
And not in like even an accent way, like a very Red Wings. I've eaten out so many women on their period. I've had so much blood in my mouth.
I'm happy for you. I guess you're a cannibal.
I don't think of that as cannibalism.
I don't know.
Like eating out a woman while she's on her period.
Maybe cannibalism is specifically flesh.
Poll is... Okay, Chris Hazelden, just for you.
Why? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Are we just deliberately, like, filling time? Is it, like, we have so much book still to talk about.
I know, that's such a good point. Start poll.
Wild.
Okay, there you go, chat.
I am not a cannibal.
You've never eaten a woman out on her period?
No.
Oh, God, I've earned my Red Wings many times over.
Happy for you.
I'm just not a fucking coward.
Jesus Christ.
I like pussy, what can I say?
Yeah, I'm happy for you. Well, 50. Okay, okay. Poll is going. We're like half and half right now, so I don't know what that says about you, but it really depends on how much faith you put in chat to be accurate.
And today we got onto the Merchant of Venice argument. 1 pound of flesh, but not a drop of blood. Wow, spoilers, Ember Eyes. Way to spoiler the Merchant of Venice.
It's only hundreds of years old. Oh my god.
Nerdy, yes, blood. No. Okay, anyway. Kaladin. No. Adolin. No.
If you
Kaladin.
swallow, are you a cannibal? There you go. Okay. All right.
So are you a cannibal then?
Could be, I guess.
Why would blood... See, here's the thing. Blood has fewer...
If you swap spit, are you a cannibal? I guess fluids can't count.
Fluids can't count.
Yeah, fluids can't count.
Because the difference between blood and spit is so small. Yeah,
well,
but like, no, like
on a molecular level, I have no idea.
The actual difference between blood and spit is so small that...
Sure, if you say so.
But like, if you swallow cum, like... That's so many kids. You're swallowing, like, millions of children.
They don't have flesh yet.
So?
You cannot say that. We are pro-abortion, okay? Do not get into this argument. Sperm are not children.
Oh, please. I am pro-abortion, and I will joke about sperm being... about swallowing kids.
I know. Pipe Pepper Guy, thank you for that super chat.
Some people say when you say, like, dropping the kids off at the pool, you're talking about taking a dump. But I think that's when you come in someone's mouth. That's really dropping the kids off at the pool.
Oh, I thought that was, like, just, like, letting it out in the toilet, you know? Like, you don't want a napkin clean it up, so you just are like, I'm going to put it in the toilet bowl. You come in the toilet bowl, so you don't have to wipe it up.
Then you have to clean the toilet bowl.
We just flush it, right?
No, it like sticks to the wall of the toilet, and then you have to wipe the wall of the toilet.
Cannibalism means the flesh fluids you consumed from a person who was dead. Oh, so if you eat someone who's alive, it doesn't count. So I could like eat your arm, and as long as you survived, it's not cannibalism. Great.
Oh God. Okay, so then there was this guy in Germany. There were two men in Germany who met on a website, and one wanted to be eaten, and the other wanted to eat him, and so they met up, and they cut off the one guy's testicles, and they each ate one of his testicles, and then the guy cut up the rest of his body and kept him in a freezer and slowly ate him over the course of a year. They agreed to this. The guy got caught because he matched with a year later. He ate after he finished eating the guy. He matched with another person on this website and tried to do this again, but the second guy was a cop, and so he showed all the evidence that he had done this to the first guy as a way to try and sexually entice the second guy to doing this with him, and he got arrested. And I know about this because I had to research it because I did a musical and I played one of the two men and I ate my friend Perry.
You pretended to.
I mean, he's a snack. I wouldn't.
For legal reasons.
Yeah, we did. So I did this in a musical. So when they ate the guy's testicles together, that wasn't cannibalism because he was alive eating his own testicles.
Sure, yeah.
But everything that happened after he died that night was cannibalism.
I guess. Damn. All right.
So Kaladin is practicing the flute. Not the skin flute, a normal flute.
No, like actually, probably a recorder.
We're talking about the most beautiful chapter in this book.
This is your fault.
And this is what we're doing.
This is your fault. I just want it to be known.
Hannibal Lecter's bored with this conversation. Hannibal Lecter's not real. What I just said actually happened.
That's insane.
Kaladin. Okay, wait. So Kaladin, I thought about this after the chapter. No, we're talking about the chapter now.
Oh, okay.
Kaladin is playing the song related to the story The Wandersail.
Yeah.
And so I was just fucking around thinking about this chapter after we reacted to it. And because we didn't react to Makari's Sin right away, because of our schedule. And I was I just keep thinking of Kaladin going, and now Wandersail. And just playing Wonderwall on the flute, but I don't know.
Is that in the graphic audio version? Just Kaladin
and now,
playing Wonderwall?
Wandersail.
That would be great, actually. Anyways, Kaladin's trying real hard to play this flute, for some reason.
Because Wit told him to.
Yeah. Syl has a private journal. Okay, love that for her.
Where?
It's
what
probably
is it on?
Part of herself. It's probably part of her body.
Oh,
That's
is she gonna
private.
Is this gonna be Memento? She's gonna be tattooed with her story?
No, I was just thinking if she can manipulate her essence to have clothes, she could manipulate her essence to have a book.
Maybe. I don't know if that's possible.
Just a little book.
Just a little book.
Just a little book, yeah.
And so Kaladin they talk about Chris Hazelin says why not Wonder Boy? I don't understand.
I don't know the song.
I don't know Wonder Boy.
I don't know.
Sorry, Chris Hazelin. Thank you for the super chat. I don't understand what you mean. They talk about how there are spren that come before creation, the night, the stone, and the wind. And Kaladin is that's cool. I don't know what to do with that. Do you want to dance? And by dance, I mean do a kata. And so they start doing a kata, but then Syl is alternating between human form Syl and sword Syl.
Spear, yeah.
And this I want to see animated.
Oh, I know, right?
This I want to see in the fucking animation, because what?
Oh, it's Tenacious D. Oh, God. I don't remember that one.
I don't know Tenacious D Wonder Boy. Interesting.
I don't remember.
This is so beautiful.
It's beautiful
so
scene.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
And they get so caught up in it that they don't realize Zeth is gone.
Yeah. I thought Zeth was gonna start dancing. Zeth wanted to be a dancer. I thought that this would be a beautiful moment for Zeth, and they look over, he's just gone.
Because I thought it was gonna connect them.
Yeah, I was like, oh no.
You know what I mean?
That
and then
not
when
where I
it
thought this was
didn't
going.
connect them and it became this, I was like, oh no, Zeth is in danger, boy.
Yeah. But no, this moment is really beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to see this live action has to be animated. Oh, I don't. I think the CGI Syl being morphed into a spear and back into a... I think that would be real weird to watch.
Super weird.
Yeah, I think this is one of those things that will look so much better animated.
Yeah.
But did you just vote yes on the poll?
Yes,
to push it over 50%?
You're welcome. Oh my god.
My wife wants
You're
me to
welcome.
be a cannibal.
You're welcome.
But yeah, no, this was great. I fucking loved it. It's so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that the music's playing and the wind is participating, and it's just great. It's a great moment, and I'm really sad for Kaladin's future because I don't think you get happy moments like this in the Cosmere without it being followed up by pain.
Yeah, something awful's about to happen.
You talk about Adolin. I'm gonna go pee.
All right. Yeah, Adolin is. They kind of they conclude the game. They talk about it. Yanagon is incredibly smart. He understands where his mistakes were. He's a real quick learner. It was very fun to see him being able to review and understand what worked and what didn't, and like potential strategies for the future. And so they shake hands, which oh my goodness. And Yanagon straight up is like, so like, why the fuck aren't you radiant? And Adolin's like, ouch, man. That's what a question. And Adolin tries to explain how he feels about oaths. And again, this is why we love Adolin so much. He talks about, he does say, if he had the chance to kill Sadeas again, he absolutely would do it because it was worth it. But he doesn't believe in the concept of upholding your oaths above everything else, right? There are times where he believes that the better thing to do, the more like morally correct thing to do, is to break those oaths. That the oath isn't the pinnacle of what is right, which is, I think, is why he and Dalinar are having such a hard time. Makes sense. He grew up in a thieving gang. Oh no, Yanagon is great. I love that we've gotten to spend more time with him, and see like what his life is like, even though it's kind of a nightmare. But yeah, getting to explore Adolin's worldview on specifically the concept of oaths, I think is really fascinating, because I think that my morality aligns more with Adolin's. Right? If I have made an oath and upholding it actually like hurts people and is detrimental, then yeah, I'm gonna break it. That's not really a tough decision for me. Now, I'm not really the kind of person that like makes oaths very often. Obviously, like it's not it's not very common in our society, in our day and age. Like, I'm not just over here making oaths to everybody. But if I did make an oath and the right thing to do would be to break it, then I absolutely would.
I break oaths all the time.
Oh, yeah? What oaths?
I mean...
What oaths have you made?
We say things. We say that we're going to be things, and that we're going to do things, and that we're going to...
We keep saying we're going to take time off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're not going to add more work onto our plates.
I think that oaths... I think the problem with oaths is... And it's my problem with how the series handles oaths at times, is that oaths are made for the moment when they're agreed to, and not for...
In perpetuity?
The moments they interact with. Mm. And I think... I've broken a lot of promises to a lot of people in my life because those promises didn't make sense to the moment that I needed to interact with something different. Mm-hmm. And if I'd never broken an oath, then I would still be with my first girlfriend. And I would still... You know what I mean? Like, there's just... I never would have quit a job or... You know, there's so many things...
You don't you don't make an oath to work as a thing forever.
No, but I've quit jobs, and I've quit jobs without 2 weeks notice. I've you know what I mean? Like there's things that I've agreed to. I mean, with all the terms and conditions we agree to in this world, you know, we violate things all the time. But no, I don't know. I think that oaths are things that I've broken New Year's resolutions. You know what I mean? Like that's an oath. Oh, I'm gonna work out 5 days a week for the next year. And some days I've worked out 3 days a week. You know what I mean? Like that's
sure.
I think that like a part of the reason why Roshar's so fucked is because people have this idea that like the oath is about what you said and not how you're trying to be better. And it's funny because the oath is journey over destination, which makes you think that it would be about the journey more than it ends up being. But the characters get punished for their journeys so much in this series. And, you know, particularly, you know, Kaladin. And it's interesting. There's a reality to the moment you make an oath not being the moment you live in for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And I think that getting too hung up on an oath is as dangerous as not making an oath at all.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really empathize with Adolin in this moment, and him trying to voice how he feels about the concept of like honor and oaths in a world that really just like those are the highest of ideals. Well, especially within his family.
I agree with Adolin, right? Adolin is like, I can't give you an oath right now that will fit the situation that I'm in. Mm-hmm. I have to be able to act in what I want to do what's right. Adolin's point here is that like I don't want to get caught in a point where I have to do something wrong because of an oath.
Yeah. Well,
even if I know it's wrong.
I think the most obvious example of that in this series, which is I think more in line of what the series is, the point the series is trying to make is like the honor pact, right? Is this like oath that was sworn thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is falling apart. It's a mess. It's been a nightmare.
Yeah. Because they broke the oath.
Well,
but they broke the oath 3,000 years ago.
Because they broke the oaths, and because they set it up in a way that doesn't allow for any like kind of flexibility, and therefore things have just been shit. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah. If they had never broken these oaths, then an entire race of peoples is like stuck on hell forever.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think that like one of the oaths, and you know, both my parents have been married multiple times, right? And so I've existed through multiple divorces. And one of the things that I find so fascinating about the way that people view marriage, particularly like parasocial people online who talk about like, oh, love is dead because this couple didn't make it work.
Sure.
Is that we change, man.
Yeah.
We change over time.
Yeah.
And staying in a marriage with someone who you did love and the marriage was great for 10 years, just to stay together when neither of you want to be in the marriage anymore feels like... It just feels bad.
Yeah.
A lot of people... You've grown. You don't want to be in that marriage anymore. And neither of you do. If you're staying in it just to stay in it because you oathed it fucking 10 years ago, why?
Yeah. A lot of people don't realize that love isn't enough for two people to, like, share their lives together forever. When you get together, obviously, there's this idea of this is how it's going to be forever. But you have no idea the person you're going to grow into. You have no idea how your needs are going to change.
Yeah.
You have no idea how your lived experiences are going to affect you.
And I know this is a clunky way to do this, but that's why we want to tell you we are getting a divorce. This is our final video together. I'm going to be doing the charity event.
No, we have to watch the final episode of Severance. You can't divorce me until after that. All right? Jesus Christ. I refuse.
Aelin goes to have another fight. Chapter 53.
Oh my God.
Makari Sin. okay, I'm not gonna lie. Makari Sin sounds like a weird Miami vodka.
Yeah,
you know what I
I
mean?
guess, yeah.
Like, tonight, we're making our cocktails with Makari Sin.
Yeah,
The sponsor, the alcohol sponsor for the evening is Makari Sin.
Yeah, 100%. That is absolutely
Their new
correct.
black edition.
Yeah.
I don't know, Makari Sin just sounds so much... Or like a cologne that like the worst man you know wears.
It's like very tropical. Yeah. Yeah.
No, it would be like... Makari Sin would be like sandalwood and musk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you told me Elon Musk wore a cologne that was called Makari Sin, I would be like, yeah, that makes sense.
That checks out. 100%. Yeah.
In Anchorman 3, it's going to be one of the colognes that Paul Rudd wears.
Great.
Yeah. Works 90% of the time, all the time.
Jesus. Anyways, yeah, Zeth, he's just having a little thinking to himself. He's like, maybe I should tell Kaladin about, like, this voice that I hear in my head.
Well, and interesting that this is the first time we find out that because we've looked at the flashbacks as Zeth telling these stories to Kaladin.
Yeah.
This is the first time we find out that despite the fact that Zeth started telling these stories to tell Kaladin about why these stories mean that the Unmade is here, he's left out the part where he's talking to the Unmade, which even Zeth is like, I don't know why I'm doing this.
Yeah. Yeah. Suddenly he's in Shadesmar.
Yeah.
And he's drowning in a sea of beads, but he has trained here before, so he doesn't panic. He's able to make a platform for himself to lift him up out of the beads. And there's a bearer. Yeah, they're called bearers, right? Bearer of one of the honor blades called Posen.
Posen.
Fucking poser.
Which sounds like the guy from Avatar.
Oh. Yeah.
What's the not Posen? It's yeah, Avatar: The Last Airbender has a character's name. I kept thinking about him. No.
I'm trying to remember what that is now, but
oh no, maybe it's the comet. It's Sozin's comet.
Sozin, yes.
Right, in Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah.
And so I just kept thinking like this because this feels like very Avatar to me, of like the mentor like sitting on the rock watching, and
yeah. Then
fighting the yeah. I was right. Sozin's comet. Yeah. For some reason, I just got real like Avatar: The Last Airbender vibes.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
And so yeah, Posen has pulled him in here, and he's also pulled in an edge dancer, the edge dancer honor bearer, and so they start to fight, and Zeth is getting his ass absolutely handed to him, and he's like,
well, he has no weapons.
High spren, just go get me a fucking weapon. And the high spren comes back with a fucking spoon, because we learn that Zeth's high spren is literally fucking useless.
Yeah.
Like actually like is the worst spren.
Yeah.
Of the Radiant Spren we've met so far.
He's just like drowning.
Zeth's is
he's like,
by far the worst.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
By far the worst. And so Zeth starts fighting. He manages to get himself to the banks of a river that was nearby. And so he has some solid ground around him. And this edge dancer is kind of kicking his ass until he's able to get to Nightblood. And Nightblood is like, use me, Zeth. Yes. Allow me to penetrate that woman, Zeth. Let me penetrate her repeatedly until she's dead because she's evil. I want to penetrate evil because evil's hot, Zeth.
Pretty sure that is not...
That's word for word from the book.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that was actually just Michael Kramer. I was just lip syncing.
You just recorded it and,
Yeah.
and played it. That's great.
Yeah.
Nightblood looks a little different here in the spiritual realm. Because Nightblood looks how Nightblood thinks that Nightblood
in the
looks.
cognitive realm, not the spiritual realm.
No, they're in the spiritual... yes.
Yeah, we're not in the spiritual realm.
Yeah.
Should we get way weirder?
Spiritual realm and Shadesmar are two different things, but they both start with S, and sometimes it confuses me.
Yeah.
Nightblood looks different here. He's glowing gold because he thinks that he is a beacon of light here to destroy evil.
It's honestly a great fight. I don't want to go like beat by beat through the whole thing.
Yeah, and we react to it.
Every moment of it is just good.
Yeah.
But great fight.
Banging.
Yeah, really, really cool. I loved Zeth's mentality through it.
Yeah.
I loved that this fight isn't really about the fight, but it's about having Zeth come to terms with the fact that his friend kind of sucks and that maybe he should listen to Kaladin.
Yeah.
I thought in a book that has done a lot of telling instead of showing that has not been successful, this was a lot of showing and not telling in a way that I thought was very successful. Like this was fantastically written. And I greatly enjoyed it. I liked that Nightblood here is not, like, even vocally, Michael Kramer did something a little bit different to show that, like, the way Nightblood views himself as this, like, beam of light that, like, penetrates evil and really, you know, that has this glorious purpose is so beautiful.
Burdened with glorious purpose.
As opposed to, you know, the real Nightblood, which is this black smoke and all these dark things and death and destruction. And, you know, it's so sad what is put on Nightblood, because what Nightblood wants is to actually be goodness. He wants to benefit.
Yeah.
He wants to be one who adds and not one who subtracts.
Yeah.
Because you can add by subtracting evil.
I don't think the Shin know that yet.
Yeah. It's sort of like how you can add by subtracting negative numbers.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
Math.
Yeah.
See, the problem is the Shin don't know about negative numbers. So they don't, their whole add and subtract thing is just because mathematically they don't understand math very well.
Right. Yeah. They haven't gotten that far.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate.
But once they get negative numbers,
yeah,
their whole society falls apart.
Yeah. Because if you got 2 and you add a -1, then it's 3. Crazy.
But then you get into negative fractions and, like, oh, fuck.
We're not doing that.
Then our society falls apart.
Yeah.
And then you divide by 0 and
ash
the world ceases to exist.
Yeah, it just burns.
You understand now that you can't divide by 0.
Yeah. It would just be
huge,
too powerful.
This is huge growth for Glars.
No, I can. I refuse to do it because I'm saving everyone from the fate of ash.
You?
Yeah. Yeah. It would just burn. It would just be messy. Yeah.
And so, yeah.
So Zeth ends up killing the Edge Dancer.
Yeah.
He gives her a chance to give up, walk away, whatever it is, concede.
Yeah.
And
he doesn't want to do it.
He gives her a chance, and she says, "Nah, fuck you," and so he kills her. The way that he tricks her is so funny because the honor bears don't have like regenerative healing powers that the Radiants do.
Right.
So she doesn't know that his hands are back. Anyways, it's great.
Yeah. She thinks that she's cut his hands and that she's won.
Yeah. But he just fucking regrows them, and then and then he kills her. And so Posen basically throws down the final gauntlet and kills himself so that if Zeth wants to escape here, he has to learn to do the thing that he's never been good at, which is opening up the realms.
Posen was his teacher.
Yeah.
And so Posen is like, you are never able to open an Else Gate. And so I'm going to fall on this blade, and then you're going to have to use it to get out of here. And so Zeth does. He pulls at himself, and he pulls out all of his devotion and all of his belief, and he funnels it, and finally, because he believes so hard in not his friend, he's able to open the Else Gate. As he looks at his friend and goes, "Hey, I know you ain't shit, bitch."
Yeah, pretty much.
Else Gate.
Pretty much.
Zed being like, "Hey, you know what's crazy? Being able to see through fake-ass bitches." I'm saying the word bitch a lot today. I'm sorry. I don't know why. Zeth's attitude feels very... It feels like the word that would come to Zeth's mouth.
Yeah, I get that.
We lost it for Zeth here.
Oh, yeah, it was
We
great.
reacted to this, and we
great.
hooped and hollered for when he... I can't remember the exact line that he says, but we were hooping and hollering for
it was great. It was very funny.
And yeah, so he gets back into the real world.
Yeah, we get to chapter 54.
A friend. Shallan and her team sit around and talk about how that didn't go great, but Beaido Mishram's watching them.
And she's also like, "Wow, those two are pretty flirty." And then Relaine is like, "Yeah, so I was really lonely because my parents died in a flood, so that was sad." Then they go after the ghost bloods again.
We're gonna do that again.
Take two. We're gonna do it better.
It'll definitely go different next time.
Yeah.
And then we cut over to Adolin, and Nora walks up to Adolin and is like, Adolin's tired. He just fought for hours, and it was tough. And Nora walks up and is like, "Hey, can you fucking stop talking to Yanagon?
You're corrupting Yanagon. You're giving him personality and individuality. He can't do that because he is the Prime, which is all of us."
Well, but I liked that she was like, "Look, yes, did we elevate him for bad reasons? Sure.
Yeah.
But I do believe in him. I think he has the potential to be the best.
Yeah.
Like no one ever was. To catch them is his real test. To train them is his cause. He will travel across the land.
No.
Being emperor.
No, you can't do that.
Anyway, but she does believe in him, and she really wants the best for him because she sees a lot in him. Like, she seems very genuine in that she thinks that what Yanagon has become is someone that she can rally behind and believe in and want the best for.
And that the people can also believe in. Like, he actually understands his responsibility as Prime in a way that the other candidates never did, even though they seemed perfect on paper.
He's the Zoran Mamdani of Aesir, right? We could have got an Andrew Cuomo. We could have got a Curtis Sliwa. But we got Mamdani, baby.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea what I'm talking about?
New York.
New York.
I'm not familiar with the candidates, so I'm happy that Zohan. What?
Zoran.
I'm happy that he
Zohan is Adam Sandler's insane Israeli spy character from that fucking like insane movie where he's eating hummus every 5 seconds.
I've never seen it. Zoran. Yeah. Anyways,
don't mess with the Zohan.
He seems great.
Yeah, he's great.
But I honestly did not keep up with that particular election, so I'm not gonna pretend that I know things that I don't.
Claris is not terminally online the way that I am.
No.
You don't mess with the Zohan. That movie it's not good, but God, it's wild. It is an experience. You know what I mean? It's not a great movie, but it is an experience.
Sure.
It's about he's like the world's greatest secret agent for the Israeli like secret service or whatever. But all he wants is to be a barber in New York City.
Huh.
And so he like it's a wild film.
Is Adam Sandler Jewish?
Yes.
All right. I don't know. What? Why would I know that?
Because he like so much of his comedy is so Jewish. Like
I don't watch comedy specials.
But like the Hanukkah song is.
I don't know it.
That's wild. That's crazy.
All right. Good for him.
Wow. Holy shit. I would put him in like. I would put him on like the like Mount Rushmore of like being famous for being Jewish.
All right.
It's like him, Jon Stewart. Wow. Okay. And we simply have to move on. Mel Brooks, I would put up there for like being like famously Jewish. We simply must move on. Yeah. Nora is like, hey, I really care about this kid. And Adeline's like, if you care about this kid,
then don't fucking break him by isolating him.
Let him have one friend. Yeah. She's like, he has friends. They watch him sleep.
Yeah, that's not friendship. Yeah. That's fucking weird. And he does bring up the fact that, like, look, you have to deal with all of these people who try to get close to him for his power, for his money, for his influence, blah, 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 blah. I am the one person that you can guarantee does not want those things because I literally said no to those things.
But she says that because she brings up this interesting problem of her being like, you walked away from power. I don't want you to corrupt him to want to walk away from power too.
Yeah.
And he's like, I can't tell you that I did it because I'm a murderer. So I'm just going to say I did walk away from it and I don't want it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is both of their points of view are so good in this moment.
Oh, yeah.
You can really see where they're both coming from. And it does feel like Nora, because she comes at this from a genuine place of wanting what's best for Yanagon and not from wanting to be right.
Yeah.
It does seem like Adeline is able to impact her, right? And that's the problem in a lot of these kinds of conversations between people, is that when both people just want to be right, neither people want to move.
Yeah.
But Nora is saying, I want what's best for Yanagon. And Adeline is saying, do you think I'm wrong that him having one friend is what's best for him? And he really is able to move her here. And the way the conversation pivots between their viewpoints, I thought was really strong and really well done.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
And that's the end of day 4.
Yeah. Which means we get to interludes. First one is Moash, who is the worst.
Take my pain away. I can't handle my own actions.
Killed his friend and can't take responsibility for that. And he's like, Odium, you said you would take my pain. And Odium's like, I don't do that anymore. I've moved on, actually. So... I like Taravangian being like, my predecessor was a glutton. Yeah, I mean...
And I'm not. I want you to feel it. And I want to watch you feel it. I want to watch...
Gross.
Oh, Taravangian's a cuck.
Yeah.
He's a passion cuck.
I don't know about a cuck, but a voyeur for sure.
It's funnier if you say cuck, though.
Sure. All right. Taravangian is a cuck. Then there you go.
Hey, she said it. All right, you guys owe me $5.
Why do you think he has a big chair, you know? He's got a throne. What?
Why do you think he has a big chair was so funny?
Sure.
All cucks have big chairs.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's not whatever chair the hotel provides. Yeah. It's the big chair.
Anyways, Moash gets hematologically spiked through the eyeballs and becomes Moarsh?
Do you think we're going to get a scene in the future part of the Cosmere where they make out and it's just the clinking noise of their eyes?
Oh, God.
Eye spikes.
Oh,
clanking.
God. That's horrific. What the fuck? I just imagine that those spikes feel like... You know when you have, like, tooth pain? Because tooth pain feels very, like, metallic. Like, I just imagine those spikes touching would just feel like tooth pain.
What?
Tooth pain.
Tooth pain feels metallic?
Yeah. Yeah, you get that metal taste in your mouth when your teeth hurt. You know what I'm talking about.
I promise you I do not.
No, 100%. You know what I'm talking about. Like teeth clicking.
Pipe Pepper Guy, thank you for 10...
Thank you for another 10 members that
You're popping off today, Pipe Pepper Guy.
Hell yeah. You get a membership. You can watch
Holy
us react.
Shit. Thank you, Pipe Pepper Guy.
To this interlude, actually.
Your teeth pain tastes like metal.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I'm so...
Yeah.
Thank you, Pipe Pepper Guy. I'm sorry, I've been thrown through a loop. I don't think pain tastes like anything.
Well, it depends on the pain. It's pain that's in your mouth, right? So, like, you know, tooth pain is like this, like, zinging, like, pain that feels like metallic or electrical. Yeah. Yeah, Pinky Armando knows what I'm saying.
Sure.
You can taste copper. Yeah, but, like, blood is what tastes like copper. It doesn't really taste like that specific metal, but it just tastes metallic, you know?
The only time I had a metal taste in my mouth was after I got my tonsils out, and that medication made me have metal taste in my mouth.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
My pain medication for that.
Yeah.
You'll be offshore Virginia next Friday. Gotta get it in. All right.
Hey.
Like Nightblood. Gotta penetrate the
Gotta get
taint.
it in.
Damn.
Yeah, you've never had, like, tooth pain? Like, the zinging, like, tooth pain?
No.
I thought you said you didn't like teeth whitening stuff because it hurt your teeth.
It's not zinging. It's like constant pain all the time. Like every time I would breathe in, my teeth would hurt.
Yeah, but even that's kind of like the same thing.
I never thought of it as being metallic, if I'm being completely honest. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just makes my teeth sensitive, but it doesn't... I don't have, like... I never really had tooth pain, to be honest.
Like
even when we found out that I had all those cavities, I had no pain.
You're lucky.
I know. It means that my mom's had like 3 root canals, I think. So I'm gearing up for a future where the nerves in my mouth are gonna die. But
yeah, I don't know. You like different pain feels different, and I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Final interlude. The only way. Odium flips a switch in his head. And he goes from being in his outie to his innie, and he becomes very emotional. And he goes to Carbranth to watch his family because he's so emotional, and then realizes they're in danger. So he's like, I need to destroy everything.
Yeah, I can only achieve taking care of the people that I love through eternal war. That totally makes sense.
Except that his family is going to be dead before that war happens. And so, like, this is a real short-term goal for Odium if it's related to the people in this room.
Yeah.
They're not going to live that long.
Yeah. No, this is dumb. Not like dumb like writing. I just mean like this is the flaw. Right. This
Sure,
is the
yeah,
character
this is the
flaw
problem with passion, yeah.
that is so. I mean, to me, it is like glaringly obvious, but that's not the case for everybody, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's where we end. Odium finally wants to fully participate in the book. So we're here, thankfully. And it is time for the end of the podcast.
Oh, no.
We did it.
We did it.
Another week of reading done. We didn't talk about the book very much, but we did talk about a lot of other things.
No, we got through all the chapters.
But we
in a timely and efficient manner, and then did like 40 minutes of tangents.
Timely and efficient is so funny to say about a 3-hour podcast.
Yeah. There's a lot to talk about.
It was. We talked about a lot of things.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be very honest.
We
Having
never
now
do that.
talked about this, I know I like to start my sentences that way. I'm gonna be fully honest here. It's how I start a sentence that's not gonna be super positive, but has positive parts to it. I like this book. Mm-hmm. I want to start loving this book.
Yeah. Okay.
I like it. I do. I'm enjoying it. It is an enjoyable, if somewhat like oddly paced book with some weird word choices. Mm-hmm. I want to start loving it. And I really hope, now that we're sort of getting towards the middle and the back half, I hope I start loving it. Because I'm like, there's some good stuff. The fights were good. And I like the Kaladin flying moment. Like, the dance was great.
Yeah.
All those moments are great. I just want to... I love a lot of the Adolin scenes individually. I would really love to start loving this book, though.
Yeah.
And I'm not there. Honestly, I'm not there right now. I'm enjoying it, and I'm doing the thing, but... I don't know. It just... Okay. Everything feels kind of... mostly good with some really great moments. Mm-hmm. But the consistency is strange. Mm-hmm. You know when you get like a slot bowl, like a Chipotle burrito bowl, or like a any restaurant where what they do is they give you a bunch of things and you put them in a bowl and you just eat them, and it's not a salad, but it's like a salad of other ingredients. I'm not the only one who calls it, but they're called like slot bowls.
Salad of other ingredients.
Like Freshie, they make like slop bowls. It's basically like a slop of foods, right?
What?
They call them slop bowl restaurants.
No, it's a rice bowl.
I know, but the right now people call them slop bowls.
I've literally never heard
and
of
those restaurants are starting to struggle, right?
Oh, okay.
Chipotle's going down, all these things. Slop bowls to me can be really fine, but have bad consistency. Like different bites have such wildly different consistencies that it just doesn't work. That's what this book is to me. I love all of the ingredients. I didn't choose them. That Brandon Sanderson chose for the bowl. But the consistency from bite to bite isn't pulling it all together for me right now.
Okay.
And so I want to start falling in love with it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. I think that's fair. I am like enjoying the book, but I'm not. But it's good.
I don't feel riveted the way I was in Oathbringer.
Yeah.
I was like fucking Oathbringer, man. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. But
I do like this more than Rhythm of War. There were parts of Rhythm of War where I was like, I genuinely just don't give a shit.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. I'm hoping day 5. Now that we're past the initial spirit realm kind of scenes, I'm hopeful that all these things will start to feel like they're kind of all moving. We'll get more than one scene with Sigil. You know what I mean? Maybe we'll see some of Lifton, Witten, Urithiru.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fair enough.
All right. If you like this podcast, like and subscribe to the channel. If you don't, hit the dislike button. Leave mean comments down below, because the algorithm goddess hungry. We must feed her. This episode, that algorithm goddess is...
Oh, God. Fucking... What's her face? The scribe. Who's like, go to bed.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, she was great.
Yeah. Claris and I do high-low here. Mm-hmm. The poll result officially, Sam, is that I'm not a cannibal by
1%.
By 1%.
Yeah.
51-49. Over 100 votes, though. No, over 50 votes.
53 votes. Yeah.
Clarus, what's your high for this week's reading?
My high for this week's reading, we talked about it in depth, so I don't have anything else to add, but it is definitely the scene with Adolin and Nora. How it was a conversation where the characters are opposing one another, but they are both coming from places that I can understand as a reader, and not like where I'm like, well, one person's very clearly in the wrong. Right. And how Adolin comes to terms with the way that he feels as well about his own, not like shirking of responsibility, but like just what he wants for himself and what he thinks that he's good at and worth it. Yeah, I thought it was a really riveting conversation.
I agree.
Like, I loved it. I truly loved it. What's your low?
My low is just kind of Shalon in this book. I haven't really liked much of anything she's done, if I'm being honest. Yeah. I found her plotline to be the most kind of disconnected and just sort of fine.
Yeah, I think my low is like Formless showing up.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, but wait, now what are we doing? So, yeah. But what's your high?
My high, it's tough. I think I'm going to go with Kaladin's dance with Syl. I really loved that.
That's it.
That's the thing I thought about the most after the reading, for sure. I thought it was beautiful and feels earned. I do wish Kaladin, I wish Teft hung over this book a little bit more. I wish Kaladin's struggles with healing Szeth had more to do with the fact that he wasn't quite over Teft's death yet, and less to do with him just being awkward about how he approaches it. Yeah. It feels like it could have been rooted a little... His struggles in this book could have been rooted more in the fact that Teft just died, and he has to put that aside to help Szeth, as opposed to it feeling like he's just kind of forgotten about Teft. Not really, because he's mentioned, but emotionally, Teft doesn't hang over this book the way that I thought he was going to. Yeah. Because... it's easy to be like, well, that was last book, but for Kaladin, that was like Monday, and it's Thursday. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, Teft died on Sunday, and today is Thursday. Yeah. And if one of my best friends died on Sunday, I just feel like, that feels weird to me for some reason. But
you're supposed to talk about your high now.
I really loved the dancing. I thought the dancing was great, and I thought I loved the visual of Syl being both his dance partner and his weapon. Yeah. And how those two things sort of she has these sides to her in the way that he has these sides to him. Yeah. Yeah. As she's trying to figure out how to be more than just his Radiant Spren.
Yeah. She wants to be his scribe.
Yeah. I do wonder if there are any Radiant Spren at the end of this book. Yeah. Yeah.
Linus says, Oathbringer, still regret not commissioning You Can't Have My Pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Oathbringer definitely had some incredible moments.
It's a banger.
Yeah.
It's funny, I don't remember what we reacted to anymore. Oh. I like when you say that we didn't react to that, and I'm like, did we not? I have no idea.
I think that just is because like we don't really change, like we don't really do anything different.
Well, and it was 7 months ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that was like
yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. We'll be back next week.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, the charity stream starts at 7 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. So if you want to try and win a Switch 2, okay, you still have time to donate. Every $5 is a enter into the raffle. We are at $1,510 raised.
Hell yeah. Who joined? Golden Lion and Can I Just Watch Stuff have joined since our last stream. So Can I Just Watch Stuff and Golden Lion, thank you for joining the raffle. A reminder, if you entered the original raffle for the Nintendo Switch, you will be in future raffles for other things as well.
We've so many.
We're giving away 32
giveaways.
Gift cards from Dispel Dice. We're giving away 30 different keys to Hero Forge minis. Yeah. And we're giving away 5 backpacks from 5 Ultimate Game Night backpacks from the Crescent Moon Alchemy Company. Yeah. So, get excited.
And you don't have to be in North America for those other giveaways.
Yeah.
The Switch is North America only just because it's coming directly from us, but the other giveaways are for anybody. So please, come and participate, raise some money for charity, enjoy the game, and maybe win some stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Hell yeah.
We will see you all next week. Bye. Smut Club.
Smut Club. Oh.
Smut Club Canada. Why fuck a mattress anywhere else?
Other than Canada?
I mean, the only person I know... Never mind. I'm not going to make that joke. That might get me in trouble. I
don't know what that one was.
Might get me in trouble with the vice president.
Yeah.
So, Clovis, where would you add sex to this book? Do you think Syl and Kaladin fuck at the end of their dance? They're like, oh, Zeth isn't here. We're finally alone.
No, because she's
Show
not...
me that Chalussy!
Oh my god. That's where her diary is. Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Like, flip the pages. Pie Pepper Guy, thank you so much for another super chat. Do Might As Well as it may have been your first book reaction. Still my favorite book chapter.
I think it was.
It was 100%.
Do Might As Well's rocked. I wish we'd been reacting when I wish we'd been reacting for the Perrin chapter. Is it 37?
Of Shadow Rising?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure Do Might As Well was the very first. It's actually,
I know Do Might As Well was.
It's our banner on YouTube. The image where we're both like...
That's Do Might As Well?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
God, that was so long ago.
I know. Crazy.
Yeah, thank you, Pie Pepper Guy. That's so kind of you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't. There's not a lot of sex. I do think that.
I'm like, I don't know where to add anything.
R'laine and Renarin trying to find ways to sneak off from Shallan. They're like,
in the spiritual realm?
No, Shallan, you go deal with the Ghost
Dangerous.
Bloods. You go deal with the Ghost Bloods. We'll be over here, because we're not good at lying. We're not good at being characters. We'll be somewhere else, doing something else. And they're just fucking, like, using the spiritual realm as lube so they can...
What do you mean the spiritual realm is lube?
Well, they need lube, because they're doing butt stuff.
Yeah.
This is not the Omegaverse. They can't naturally lubricate their anuses.
Well, we don't know what the singers are capable of, honestly. We don't know what they're packing. All right?
Yeah. Do singers have, like, just massive...
Maybe they got a, like, double-pronged dragon dick, you know?
Do you think their dicks... Do you think they have a different dick depending on which form they're in?
Probably.
Like, could R'laine
mate form is
give
like...
Renarin different experiences by switching forms?
Probably, yeah.
One of them just needs to be an edge dancer. Fair.
That's
Make that shit slick.
Yep. Jesus.
What the fuck is this?
Goodbye.
Bye. Thank you, mods. Do something every night. See you tomorrow
guys.
for charity.